Yeah, you are. Let's go. Get your booty out of bed. Wipe all that goo out of the corner of your eye, for goodness sakes. And let's have some fun today with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh, broadcasting live out of Lone Tree, Colorado. And, of course, streaming live. Let's see. Did you kick it on, Katy?
Yeah, I sure did.
Oh, my God. There we are.
It's up and running.
We are on YouTube. Just search Mix 100 Denver, and you can watch what's going on in the old studio. It's brought to you by our good friends over at Safeway. And don't forget, Mix 100 is your home for the Mix 100 Summer Ticket ATM contest, where we're going to be sending one lucky listener out to a buttload of concerts this summer. Katy Perry, Post Malone, Jelly Roll, The Weeknd, Coldplay, and Hozier. Oh my God, that's pretty rad.
Yeah.
It actually says that right here on my sheet.
Yeah.
This is a pretty rad prize pack.
Well, the fact that one person's going to win all those tickets, that is pretty rad.
It is pretty
I
rad.
agree.
How do you win, guys? How do you win? Well, you got to listen for the ATM codes throughout the day. We'll do it 4 times every day. Once you hear them, you text it back into the station, and boom, you're in the running for the big summer ticket ATM. All the details can be found on the old station website, mix100.com. What's up, my little cucumber slices?
Oh, what's going on
You
there?
didn't know how to respond to that one.
You take the puffiness away
right?
from my eyes. I just put you
Oh.
both right here on my eyes. And
That's the
the
sweetest
puffiness
thing
is
you've
gone.
ever said to us.
And so strange, right?
Yeah, a
And
little
so
weird.
strange. We're pretty pumped. We're excited to be in the studios today. We've got a fun show, fun Fast Five coming up, and a fun dinner for me, spaghetti again.
Oh,
I got a question for you guys.
what?
How many times a week is it bad if you have? Let me rephrase it. Is it bad when you have spaghetti like 3 times a week?
Is it leftovers or you're actually making
Sometimes
fresh
it's
meals?
leftovers. Sometimes it's fresh. Like, the kids are obsessed with spaghetti right now.
Dang.
And we are pounding spaghetti down so much at the house.
You know what,
bother
though?
me.
It's easy. If everybody
Yeah.
likes it, that's got to make it extra easy on your part
It's
at home.
so easy. You make the
Yeah.
extra noodles, and you're like, we're having leftovers.
And, you serve it with a big fat salad, and that's a healthy, well-rounded meal, Jer.
Yeah, I think so.
You know?
It's
Plus,
just
you make it
become
with,
very
like,
lazy.
No. You make it with like the good sausage and stuff, don't you
I
too?
love the
Ew.
good sausage,
And-
Josh.
No,
Let
but
me
it's
t-
spicy, isn't it?
It's a little spicy. It's a
that's
spicy
good.
Italian. Then a pound of
Exactly.
ground beef in there.
And let me tell you, if you want to change things up a little bit, maybe deglaze that pan with some red wine.
Oh, Katy Cat.
Getting his kids
Yes.
drunk? No,
No,
Katie.
no, you cook it off.
Who are you, Emerald?
There's no alcohol in the actual
Bam.
finished dish, but it does give it a different kind of like unctuousness. It's like, oh
Ooh,
gosh, it's
yeah.
good. It's good.
Nah, we're just jar Prego.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, if you want to change things up a little, you can always do that.
Anyway, I still get so excited about it each and every time we have spaghetti. It's
That's
just
good.
like the best meal.
It's
and
a
the
top
garlic
meal.
bread with it.
Yeah.
It's a top meal. Oh, yeah. Do you
So
put
good.
some bread with it, though? Do you put some
hells
garlic
yeah.
bread?
It's
You
Okay.
have
it's in the
to.
Bible. You have to
See,
have
that's good.
bread with spaghetti.
You
That's
do.
good.
Yeah.
It's
And
in,
That's not a
it's
lazy
in
meal,
Spaghettius 4:16 in the
Yeah.
Bible. Spaghetti.
right next
one of
to
my favorite books.
Noodles 3-1.
Yeah, it's in the Bible.
Gosh.
What else did I do yesterday? I went and finally got some mulch because I'm a dad, and they're $2 a bag right now at Home Depot. So I went and did that. I went for a run, which was brutal.
Oh my gosh, all 3 of us went for a run
We all went
yesterday.
running. This was the
We
first
all
time
did.
I've ran
Amazing.
outside in a while.
Yeah.
See, I don't like treadmill running.
Ooh,
I can't.
outside
I don't like
was
that at all.
hard,
I get way
man.
too bored. Like,
Outside running
Do you?
is fun.
yeah, treadmill running is like it never ends and it's annoying. And I'm like, when am I gonna hit 3 miles? This is taking
I'm
forever.
constantly watching the
I
clock,
am.
if you will,
I
the
am
miles
so
add up.
You got to have your
annoyed.
screen there with your
No,
show.
I can't. Like
how
I
you
can't
do it.
focus.
That's
I like
insane.
to listen.
No,
to,
that's how
do
you do
that.
it.
I like to listen to music when I run, and
Really?
that's usually I'll listen to one full album of whatever I'm feeling that day. And
I
yeah,
usually catch up on White Lotus or a
Oh,
podcast or
I
something.
can't watch TV when
Really?
I'm running. Like, no, it's just I can't focus on it.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
Yeah.
And then Josh said he had the best what of your life last night?
The best run of my life.
Run.
It was
Yeah,
so
run.
good.
That's what he said.
And that's why I like running outside, because you never know what you're going to run into. Ha ha,
Right.
pun on words. Because yesterday as I was on my run, do you ever get like the sense that something or someone is following you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
so I have headphones in my ears, so I can't really hear what's going on. But I felt like something was following me, but I looked behind me, and I didn't see a person or anything, and so I kept going. Then I still had that feeling, and it was this little tiny dog that I don't know if it was a Chihuahua or a weenie dog or whatever, but there was no owner, no leash, no collar, and it was chasing me. So I was chased by a little mini dog yesterday during my run. Whatever it was.
Is that what it was?
I don't know. I don't know what kind of dog it was, but
It's
would
fun to
not
say
leave me alone.
Chiweenie, so.
Sure, it was a Chiweenie, and it was just following me. Like I try to run 3 miles a day.
Yeah.
And this dog would not stop following me, so I look like a grown man being chased by a little rat.
I would have punted that dog
Okay,
across state lines.
thought
gosh.
crossed my head.
You
Like, I
can't
could
kick
totally
the
do
I
it.
would have booted that dog.
But the
No.
second I do that, I know the
You're
owner's going to
threatened.
come from
Yeah.
a corner and be like, "You just kicked," and then sue me for
You were
$1 billion.
it was
Yeah.
the defensive measures. You were going to get bitten.
It wasn't
Well,
quite
especially-
attacking me. It
Yeah,
was chasing
he's
me,
just
and
running
maybe.
But
with
you don't
the-
know what would happen if it got a hold of you, buddy.
That's true, but it didn't.
You could have
'cause
taken
I'm-
a toe off.
No, it wasn't
my pinky
aggressive.
toe.
It wasn't barking at
It
you.
could
Oh,
have
it
bit
was
your-
barking at
It was
me.
barking.
Oh yeah,
It
it
could have
Okay.
bit your Chiweenie.
I
You don't know.
I don't want that. I don't want
No, you
that
don't
to
want
happen.
that.
No,
It
you also
was-
don't want to call it that. Just heads up.
I've just never felt it was such a weird instance. I was like, I don't know what to do here because I was running and it was following me, and obviously the dog's faster, so no matter how fast I was running, it was going to keep up with me, and I was like, oh, this is
You got to drop
You
into
just-
the fetal position and cry. And
Interesting
It's like a bear,
conundrum.
right? Or
You
no,
just
bears
had-
you make yourself bigger.
Yeah.
Bobcats you make yourself small.
and I was
in the-
already
in a-
much bigger than the dog.
No,
so
you just had a running buddy. You just kept going. That's
didn't
it.
like
He just
it.
wanted to run with
Aw.
you.
He was loud and a
That's
yapper.
adorable.
It was a yapper.
I want a running buddy.
What'd you do yesterday, Katie
Oh,
Cat?
you mentioned eating the same thing multiple times. I was super proud of myself because I also went on a run yesterday. I wore the wrong clothes. That was the only thing about my run is
You
I
ran
was
in
so
jeans?
cold in my house. Well, I was
She's so
cold.
chafed.
I was cold in my house, so I wore my typical like sweatpants and long shirt, and then I got outside and started running, and I was stripping on that trail. Like
Whoa.
by the time I got home, like I had taken off a lot of layers of clothes and just hung it.
She was in a sports
my
bra
running
and a
belt.
thong by the
I know.
time
I
she got
was
home.
so hot by the time I got home. So that was the one thing is I have to remember it's getting hot out there. So run in shorts. But also when I went home the night before, I made a big fat juicy steak. It was one of the best steaks of my life. It was so good. And I put like probably a third of it left. So I put it in the fridge. And then last night I went home and made Philly cheesesteak flatbreads.
That sounds good.
And it was so good. Also, I was patting myself on the back because I repurposed food. I took food from the night before and I made a new thing with it, so I didn't waste.
You're like
food.
the Goodwill of food.
I didn't waste anything, and I was
Secondhand.
just so proud of myself because food is expensive right now, and when I throw things away, it makes me very sad. Like, I'm like, you need to do better about that. You can't be throwing away green onions, Katie. Like, so that, I was just so
I'd throw
proud of
those away.
myself. No, I can't do it. I can't afford to be throwing away food right now. So I was just very proud that I repurposed that steak into a bomb Philly cheesesteak. Like, I had 2 of them. They were so good.
You're speaking the truth about the price of everything. My
Yeah.
God, everything is really starting to trickle up. We
Yes.
did our Costco trip over the weekend, and generally Costco would be about $300, $350 for us per trip.
Yeah.
Each and every time we've been going, it's been about $400, and we were pushing $500 for our
Eek.
Costco trip.
And what is that, like 2 weeks? Is that about what it gets you?
A week and a half, maybe.
Really?
The way the kids
Oh.
are eating right now.
Isn't it crazy?
We bought so much pasta and Prego.
I mean, yeah.
But
That's
yes,
why you're having
it is.
spaghetti.
It's really $500 every Costco trip now.
Oh gosh, that hits your wallet hard.
Yeah, and I'm
too.
trying to think. I don't think we had any impulse buys in there because it's Costco, so you're like,
Yeah.
throw pillows.
Oh, He-Man.
Yeah, dude, I wish. Jeans, but $500.
No, I am purposefully buying everything. I'm planning out meals. Like, I'm trying really hard not to go through any drive-throughs also because, my
Yeah.
goodness, one meal's like $15 anymore. So it's hard to get through the grocery store without dropping a couple hundo, you know? Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
what a time!
What a time to be alive.
Yep.
What a time! All right, so we've got a trending report coming up in a few minutes. A lot of local stuff going on. I guess there's a coaching gig that's open.
Oh, why'd you say it like that?
Well, I'm just because I'm going down to Ball Arena today to apply. So
Oh.
fingers crossed.
If you get it, I'll be so mad. Be like,
I'm pretty excited about this.
pick and roll, guys. Pick and roll.
Pick and roll. It's a game of inches, guys. That's coming up. And then Big Lots, a story about Big Lots. Speaking of trying to save some money. So we'll do that and more coming up in the old trending report. Right now, it is first check of traffic. Go ahead, Aaron. Denver's best music. It is Mix 100, and you're hanging out with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. Thanks for hanging out with us on a, what is today, Wednesday, guys?
It's Wednesday.
It is a Wednesday.
Happy
All
hump day.
right, so here we are sitting firmly on Wednesday. Don't forget the Mix 100 Summer Ticket ATM contest is in full swing, where you can win tickets to like 5 major concerts this summer. All the details can be found at mix100.com. And if you're in the mood to say hi to us, the text line is officially open. It's the text line and the phone line. It is the same number, 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649 is your direct link right here into the studio. If you want to say hi, try it out right now. It is time for the trending report. Check this out. There is a woman working at the People magazine. It's a staffer named Rachel McSomething or other. And she has made it her mission to make Jack Black the next sexiest man alive. You guys down? Okay.
Wait, Katy, no.
I just said okay. I
No.
was just absorbing the story.
She says this man is a triple threat. He can sing, he can dance, he can act. He is a devoted family man. He's awesome to his fans. He does a ton of charity work. He's nice to the paparazzi, which is strange.
I know.
I was watching a couple videos of Jack Black yesterday, just being nice to the papo, talking to him, cracking jokes with him, and then getting in his car and driving off. I'm like, that's the attitude you got to have with those folks.
Yeah. Well, and also he is just super, super funny. And
He's
any
funny.
like women will fall for that. And I wasn't it this past weekend he was on SNL, I think. Like,
That's
just
right.
recent. And so he had a bit where they were like everybody was trying to one up each other, and every time they did, they made a face at the camera where they were just like dun dun, you know, and it was so funny. And his faces were the best. Like everybody in the skit with him in the scene was trying so hard to control their laughter because it was just so hard to get through.
He's one of my
And
favorites.
when you make people laugh like that, that instantly makes you sexy. So
He's not a bad-looking guy
Yeah.
either. I mean, he's a little fluffy and he's got all that facial hair. and
The
everything,
beard,
but
yeah.
he's not a bad-looking guy.
maybe he trims the beard and we could get him on the cover. I'm down for
Right.
it. You know, Josh is not.
Why
having
not?
it.
You know what? It's time for
I
something
don't care.
different.
You guys can say whatever you want.
It's time for
fine.
something different. Let's give the short, pudgy guys a chance.
Yeah, why
versus
not?
John Krasinski, the last one.
Yeah, you know what? I haven't really agreed with the last couple People Sexiest Man Alive.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I didn't agree because they all were very, very sexy, but they weren't my pick, right?
Right.
So this one I'd probably get behind a
Why
little
not?
the more we talk about it.
Something
Like,
different.
Why not?
Let's do it. Speaking of sexy, 53-year-old Walter Goggins, who we talked about yesterday, the dude in White Lotus and multiple other big TV shows, is very aware of his female fan base right now. I would imagine that he's might be picked for People's next sexiest man alive. But anyway, there's a group of ladies now that is following Walton around and just gushing over him, and they've got nicknames now. Goggins Girlies. He's got a little group of Goggins Girlies who are all about this guy. He was on some sort of podcast talking about it. And again, not your traditional good-looking guy, but just something a little different, I think.
It's one of those people that grows on you like throughout the
Seriously,
show. Like
yes.
there's female actors that I've seen that like you see them right off the bat and you're like, meh.
Yeah.
But then throughout, by the end of the movie, you're like, yeah, actually, I like
He plays
her.
a lot of weird characters, especially if
He
you're
does.
watching The Righteous Gemstones, and he's been in a few other where he's just a weird character. And then to see him as himself, he's actually pretty darn cool. He's got those shirts that he unbuttons like 4 buttons down, and he's tan and he's ripped. And I just watched a video on him. It was Architectural Digest, believe it or not. It was their YouTube channel. They went to his house and they gave him a tour of his house, and he was so cool, and he had so many cool things at his house. I might turn into a Goggins girly. I
That's
don't
how
know.
I know him. He's on the Unicorn. The
Yes,
show.
he
That's-
is on
I was
that
like,
too.
what TV show do I know him from? And I was trying to do a little research. That's it. It's the Unicorn. And
Yeah.
he's so fun. He's so
Again,
good.
you just realize,
Yeah.
like, oh my God, this guy has been in a ton of stuff.
He was in Django, yeah.
Yeah,
And
he was
he's
in
like
a
a
lot of
good-looking
stuff.
guy.
Yeah.
Look him up in the Righteous Gemstones. You won't even recognize him. Anything else I want to tell you? They are now officially posting warning signs outside all the Minecraft movie screenings that you need to behave. Don't throw things. Don't act.
Don't
like
wear white.
Don't
That's
act
for
like
sure.
a jackass while you're watching the
I
movie.
can't believe they're doing that. Like that. As a mom, I think I'd stand up in the middle of the theater and be like, "Hey, stop it right
you
now!"
would get pelted with so many milk duds.
I'd tackle somebody. I'd be like, "You don't think I'd go
Boys,
toe to toe?"
I am a mom.
Exactly.
I am a mom. You settle down.
And as a mom, yes, I would do it right now.
You'd be covered in Dr. Pepper.
I wouldn't care. I'd
Oh,
still
that's
do
not
it.
the worst thing.
And then one
Covered in
final
DP.
thing. This video's gone viral this morning. Ryan Seacrest fell down on Wheel of Fortune.
no.
He was talking about some sort of big cheese festival, and he had a big round thing of cheese, and he gave it a roll across the floor and then went running after it, and then he wiped out. He completely fell down. It's hard to tell if it was on purpose or if it was an actual accident. It looked a little staged to me, but I guess it's really taken off on the social this morning, and everyone's like, oh my God, is Ryan Seacrest okay? He fell down on cheese.
It's funny, like Ryan Seacrest cares so much about his appearance. It's hard for me to believe he would do that.
Yeah.
Without, like, I think it would be. I don't think he'd do it just to fool us.
You think it was an actual trip on the
I
cheese?
do. I think that,
He'd be tripping on cheese.
He cares too much about what he stands for to just be like falling all
Well,
over
he
the
wasn't
place.
standing. He fell
I
down.
know.
He is such a pretty boy, isn't he?
He is.
All right, what's trending locally? I guess there's a coaching thing going on or something. I heard a little bit about it yesterday.
Denver Nuggets former head coach Mike Malone. Yeah, he gone. This broke yesterday. Josh actually texted us and was like, holy... Oh
dropped
my
an
gosh,
F word
he
in there.
did. But it's surprising news. I mean, that's the thing. You look on any social media platform, and Nuggets fans are perplexed as to why this happened 3 games before the playoffs. The winningest coach in franchise history brought us to a chance. I mean, there's so many things that I can say right now.
He's got a lot of attaboys.
He does.
Even me, the non-sports fan, was looking at his
He sure
attaboys,
does.
and I was like, he's been pretty good for this team in this city.
He
Well, he won a
has.
championship 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
something
That's a
that
big deal.
shouldn't be
Glossed
fired within
over.
the next 2 years.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it happens.
I saw
Do you think something
something-
behind the scenes is going on?
We're not sure. We're not sure what's actually going on. But the fact that the GM, Calvin Booth, was booted with him, I mean, it was a big, big day for Nuggets fans to be like, what is happening
Red
at Ball
Tuesday.
I had a hard time
Arena?
sleeping last night. Like
It
I was
was-
so wound up.
No,
about
I
it.
really was, though. I was.
I bet you were.
It reminded me so much of when they let go of George Karl. When the Nuggets
yeah, after
fired,
winning Coach of the Year.
when the Nuggets fired George Karl, I was beside myself. Like, I wanted to send him a message, like, be like, I'm so sorry, Coach. I'll always love you. And that's the thing. So when I was working at a sports station in town like 15 years ago, they would do Conoco player appearances where Nuggets players would come out to the Conoco gas stations and sign autographs and everything. And I was the MC
You know you've
of
made it
those.
win.
Well, no, I was the person on the mic getting the crowd pumped up and everything. And Coach Karl
Pumped
was
at the
one-
pump.
Yes, you get it. But Coach Karl was one of the people who come out and sign autographs, and so he knew
about
my
that?
name. And there was one time he was leaving the gas station, and his jug of milk was dripping. And I was like, Coach, your milk's dripping. And he looked at me. He's like, Nah, Katie, that's just condensation. And I was like, Okay,
He's all,
cool.
"Thanks, Kathy."
I know, right?
Thanks,
Yeah,
Kathy.
thanks, Kathy.
Thanks, Karen.
But I just felt like such a connection to him. So when they let him go, it felt personal. And I don't have to say
That is quite the connection that you told somebody that their milk was dripping.
it
Like
could've
you carry
gotten
that
his
with
car.
you. You carry
It
that with you for the
could've
rest of your
gotten
life.
Your
his
lifelong
car.
friends.
Like you guys are basically besties.
My
like
gosh,
you should
like
invite him to your
that-
wedding.
I think about that. Like,
Well,
almost
was it
weekly.
condensation or was it actual
No,
milk?
his milk was not leaking. It was
Who buys
condensation.
milk at a gas
station,
I know.
first of
Well,
all?
he's rolling large,
Who
right?
buys
He's-
milk
he's
at the
living
gas
large.
station?
But yeah, so I think Coach
Well-
Malone, it's just like everybody feels like he's their friend, and to see him go, it's just very, very sad. So
It's very strange, yeah, especially with just 3 games left. It sounded like they were going to get rid of him anyway at the end of the
But
season.
you wait till the
But you wait
offseason
till
for
the
that.
end. Like this is pretty
yeah.
shocking. The only thing that came to my mind is we're all disposable.
Oh yeah.
No matter how good you are, how great you are,
Immediately.
high level like that, we're all disposable. No matter what
Immediately.
job you're in, boom, you can be gone the next day.
That's exactly what I thought.
That's
I
your
was
big
like,
takeaway.
It doesn't matter how good you do at your job. Someone
It's
can
true.
always come in.
That's
and-
why it's important to have that
Swoop it
backup
out.
plan. Maybe consider a side hustle.
Yeah.
Just always be thinking because you never know.
Exactly. You don't know what road life's going to take.
No.
But
That new guy though, they got filling in now, the little bald guy.
David
yeah,
Adelman.
Yeah,
He
the
looks
assistant.
terrified.
He's a smart dude, man. He's the guy that when
I saw some video of him, he looks like he's standing in front of a semi truck.
No, he's been the head coach before because when like Malone's been sick or whatever, on vacation or whatever, he's taken over and he's been the interim head coach when Malone has been absent. And
I feel like this
he's
time
done a good
it's
job.
Different though.
He's got 3 games. He knows
take
he's on a
the
very
title.
short leash.
Yeah.
He's not. Yeah, he's like, I got nothing to worry about.
This is great.
Yeah. And then thinking, is he actually going
looks
to get
scared.
the
He
role?
looks terrified.
Yeah, we'll have to see moving
All
forward.
right.
But one of the stories that's tied to it, you'll remember after the Nuggets got their championship, Coach Malone got a tattoo of Maxi Minor. So, there's a story on TMZ this morning that was like, will Coach regret his tattoo? Now, hopefully he keeps it because it was such a huge moment, right?
It's a
his first
championship,
championship. Of course, he's going to remember his time with the team fondly, hopefully. But the tattoo artist who gave him his tattoo has come out and said, hey, Coach, if you need me to cover it up, I will. Here's my number. So he's reached out to Coach Malone and said, just in case you rethink that tattoo,
Cute.
I'm here. Another thing that we want to talk about, I mentioned Coach George Karl. Did you see what he tweeted right after all this went down?
I saw a couple things he tweeted. Which one are you referring
He
to?
said,
first
"Don't
one.
buy milk at a gas station."
That's what it was.
That was the
It's
first thing I saw him tweet out.
condensation. No, he just tweeted an emoji. The same emoji that I put in my stories of the surprised,
Yeah.
what the heck just happened? Like, even he was taken aback by all of this news and Mike Malone leaving.
Well, players
So-
around the league tweeted about it too.
Yeah.
I mean, they were like,
my gosh.
why it's tied for the latest firing in NBA history.
Yeah.
And that it just doesn't make any sense, but sometimes people in the higher ups, they make decisions and they just go with it.
I saw
I didn't
something.
tweet about it.
You didn't?
Jeremy?
No.
Jeremy,
you
everybody
missed-
was.
I
You
didn't
missed your
tweet.
mark.
Darn it.
Dang it.
Darn it.
I
Is
saw
it too late
something,
to now?
though, in the NBA, if you look back to 2017, and
Yeah.
Jared, this is the last sports stat,
Thank
I
God.
promise. Back to 2017,
His eyes are
6
glazing
of those
over.
head
Oh, my God.
coaches are no longer with the teams they won
Unbelievable.
championships with, which is
Unbelievable.
crazy to think
Oh,
of that.
that's so
All right,
crazy.
let's talk about something
Do you know
good.
the other
Okay.
crazy news yesterday?
What?
Mulch is $2 a bag at Home Depot
No
right
way.
now. It was like I was like, yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
Jared.
Spring is here.
Let's mow.
Let's
mow.
mow.
$2 a bag right now at Home Depot.
Oh, well, hey, you're going to have plenty of money to go buy that mulch if you check out the Great Colorado Payback.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is the government agency that takes all the taxes that people haven't collected that they are owed from the state and other things too. Like if a company owes you a deposit back and you don't get it, they put it into this fund and then you have to go collect it from the Great Colorado Payback. So after tax season is just about to wrap up here, they're like, well, now we've got even more money to give out.
All right.
The state has $8 million to give for the Great Colorado Payback.
$8 million?
So $8 million is what they have right now. So get to their website, the Great Colorado Payback.
That's not
all you
that
have to
much
do,
for each person.
All you have to do, well, that not everybody gets money.
Oh.
I'm just saying if you're owed money,
Oh, you just gotta
can
look and see if
go
you're
to this
owed money.
website, put in your name, that's all it takes, and it'll bring up a list of people that are owed money. So you can,
What
it's
happens if
very
they don't
easy
claim
to
it? Where
check
does it
out.
go?
Well, it stays in here for a while. I think this is where it stays for quite some time until that person passes away. So I don't think there's a date as far as when they just eliminate it from the payback. You just have to make sure you go check and see if you're owed some money.
I'm gonna look right now.
Yeah, go
I
see.
highly doubt it.
This is actually a really fun documentary that was produced over the summer about the first man to paraglide across Colorado. Okay.
Yeah.
His name
Super
is
cool.
Peter Thompson. He's also known as Wingman. And what he did is he actually flew across the entire state. He tried to do it twice before he was actually allowed or able to complete it. But the weather kind of threw a wrench in his plans those first couple times. But then in August, he was able to fly across the entire state. It was recorded. And now I think on April 15th, April 15th is when it's going to be available on many television providers, platforms like Amazon Instant, Apple TV, Google Play, and so you can find it there starting April 15th. But this looks like a really neat documentary.
I saw some video of this. It looks pretty intense. This guy is zipping all around the sky.
across the mountains. I
Like
mean, that's what's
what a
intense.
weirdo.
I mean, well, and if you think
Like,
about
who
it,
says I'm gonna do this?
yeah, well, there's a lot of people in this state who are adventure seekers. They are adrenaline pushers, and he's one of them. He actually had to hike like like miles just to find a push-off spot sometimes. So
Yeah.
they
Looks
document
intense.
all of this, and it is so neat. I cannot wait until it comes out. But yeah, April 15th again, and it's called Wingman.
He's got a
if you're looking
go-to
for
brag
it.
for the rest of
He
his
sure
life.
does. I paraglided across Colorado.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
Pretty sure he's the only one who can say
Wonder
that.
what put that bee in his bonnet. Like you just wake up one day and you go, "Yeah, I think I want to fly across this entire
I
state."
know. Like,
How does he do it on the Eastern Plains?
I don't think he went across the Eastern Plains. I think they said
Oh.
he
went top to bottom
did. Yeah. So he went across
instead of side to side.
Instead of side to side.
Top
he
to
went
bottom.
across the entire mountain range. So
Top to bottom's a better
yeah.
choice.
Top to
Yeah.
bottom.
I'd be more impressed if he went side to side though.
No,
Need a
he
big
went
gust of
from
wind.
Yeah.
Durango up to Wyoming is where he went.
Just
So he
carries a
started
ladder
in
with him.
Durango.
He missed like half the state then.
No, Durango's southeast corner. I mean, that's right
you got
there.
to start
Four
at the
Corners.
bottom and go all the way up to the
he
top.
did. Four Corners is Durango. That's the bottom. No, I've been there. I've been there. It's the bottom.
You got to start. That's not the bottom though.
Durango's
It's
the
close
bottom.
to the bottom.
Durango is the bottom.
I think you can go more bottom.
I don't know how much more bottom you can get than Durango. Like,
You got to start at the Four Corners.
but
That's in Durango,
Durango's
though.
like right there. Like
Let me look it
Durango
up.
is
I
essentially
gotta look it up.
Four Corners. It's just
Stop
like,
yelling at me.
Okay,
The
I'm
song
sorry.
in my head right now is just started from the bottom. Now we hear
No,
you guys
there's
arguing
more.
that whole time.
There's way more land.
You know who started from the bottom
There's
recently?
way
and
more.
is-
He's not even close to the Four Corners in
is.
Durango.
He is
Not even
too.
close.
Yes, he is.
Not a chance.
Oh my gosh.
Are you discrediting Jeremy?
I know.
Because he didn't do the whole state.
He did. Well, why don't you go
Durango
do it?
to the Four Corners is another 85 miles. It's another hour and a half.
No.
Well, yeah.
Right
what do
here
you mean
on the
no?
maps. Look at it.
No.
He's an hour and a half away from the Four Corners.
But you're looking at
He
from
didn't
the
do the
south.
entire state
You're
then.
looking. Four Corners is to the east there, like from the Four Corners. Yes, but
Well, still,
he
if you
is
go
south.
Durango,
how far is it?
if you go
from
Durango
to
south
the state
to the
line?
state line,
It's got to be like 20 miles. if
Not
that.
even.
Not even 20 miles.
look at us yelling about this guy's journey.
What is happening?
It's his hang gliding
Poor
journey.
Josh is
Okay,
like,
let's
why are you screaming
say-
at each other?
Because there's not really a town right there.
It's the reservation area.
Yeah. It's got to be like 15 miles, if that.
I don't think
Come
so.
on.
It's the Southern Ute Reservation. That's where it is.
Maps are hard. Okay, we're just
No,
going
I'm
to say
trying to
it's
put a
about
pin
15
in it.
miles.
It is 22 miles
Yeah, that's
and
nothing.
30 minutes. So he's got another 30 minutes to the border of the state.
That is nothing.
So you can't claim
no.
that you've done the entire state if you start in Durango.
30 minutes.
I'm
is
calling
the,
BS on this guy.
The hairpin curves that you're taking through the mountains, like the amount.
But
of
if you're
distance,
going border to border,
you're really gonna call him out for 22 miles when this man paraglided across Colorado.
Well,
He
he didn't
missed-
do it across
he
Colorado.
missed 30 miles of
he
it.
went up to Wyoming. Maybe
can't do it.
Maybe he went 20 miles into Wyoming to make up for it. You don't know.
No, because that's
He
20
went
miles
to
into
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
that's
That
Wyoming.
doesn't-
That doesn't count.
That's not
Still,
Colorado.
Okay.
I'm pissed.
Gosh.
I'm pissed at this guy right
I
now.
didn't realize you guys were the paraglide
And don't forget,
police.
Durango is an hour and a half from the Four Corners, Katie.
I will never
so
forget
adamant
that.
about no, Durango is the Four
Jeremy.
Corners.
Fine, whatever. Can I say something about Big Lots reopening?
I wish you would.
Just because we said that we were going to mention how they closed a bunch of stores leading up to the new year. And now the company that owned Variety Wholesalers, they're going to reopen over 200 Big Lot stores as part of a deal that they made last year. 9 stores in 6 states will open tomorrow.
Oh,
and
good.
then they're going to have a second wave. It looks like that's the one Colorado is in, where roughly 55 more stores will be reopened. So Big Lots getting a resurgence.
Yeah.
and-
I thought
Yeah.
they closed in like
Good,
07.
good.
No,
it was like
it
within
was
the past
last
year.
Yeah, last year they finally they were starting to close. So you're right.
They closed
Like
forever ago.
yeah,
The ones
They really
started
shut her down
closing
last year.
stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've always got good like holiday decorations and stuff.
They do, and
And
furniture.
occasionally He-Man toys for people who are into
Oh,
that
really?
weird stuff, that dorky stuff. So dorks, huh?
Do they actually have a toy section
Biggest
there?
dorks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, only
Yeah.
dorks go there to look for that stuff. Oh, it's so dorky. All right, that's it. That's the trending report this morning with Jeremy, Katie, and Josh. And don't forget, Durango is an hour and a half from the Four Corners. Coming up at 7 PMI, a positive, a minus, and something a little bit interesting. Just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. It's coming up with JKJ. It's traffic time. right, let's have some fun with JKJ broadcasting live out of our Lone Tree Studios. It is Mix 100. Thanks for hanging out with us on a Wednesday morning. We are all live and local. All three of us are here in town. We are Colorado people doing Colorado things, talking to our Colorado friends. It is Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. If you want to watch what's going on in the studio, we do have a live stream that is wide awake. You can search us on YouTube. Mix 100 Denver on the YT, all brought to you by our good friends at Safeway. And don't forget, you can take Mix 100 with you wherever you go. Just tap that app. It's free, Mix 100 Denver, in your app store. And you are going to be wanting to listen to this here radio station because we've got the Mix 100 Summer Ticket ATM contest that is in full swing right now, where one of our local winners is going to walk away with Katy Perry tickets, Post Malone, Jelly Roll, The Weeknd, Coldplay, and Hozier. My God, you're going to all of them this summer, courtesy of Mix 100. All you have to do is listen for the ATM codes all throughout the day, 8 a.m., noon, 4, and 7 p. Once you hear those ATM codes, text them back into the radio station, and you will be in the running to win all of those great concerts this summer. Your ears are going to be ringing.
Yeah, in a good way.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Best way possible.
Really cool. So that's at mix100.com if you want more information. Before we just dive into PMI, do you guys want an extra $89,000 a year?
Yeah.
Josh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Tough. You can't have it. But you can get the
wait.
same satisfaction by just getting a pet.
I don't think that's true.
Story here says owning a pet makes you as happy as earning an extra $89,000 a year.
Oh, okay. When you put it like that, I was like, you're going to be so much more broke when you have a pet. They're expensive.
But it makes you so happy.
Right.
You're
There's a
so
positive
happy.
impact. You get better life satisfaction. They say it is the equivalent to the happiness gained from $89,000 a year. False is all I'm going to say. That is false.
I know dogs bring me a lot of joy. Like, there are specific dogs I think of right now that just instantly put a smile on my face. Shout out to Jack and Domino. Like,
You think they're listening right now?
right?
Oh,
well,
they
one
are.
of them,
I love you, Katy.
One of them's
What's your
deaf.
best show?
One of them's deaf, so I know he can't hear me.
Well,
but
then why'd
the
you do a
other one-
shout out to the deaf dog?
The other one can definitely
watching
hear.
us.
He'll bump him and then do little pet signs.
Yeah,
Aw.
he
Little pet
does.
sign
He has
language.
little sign language signs that he knows and
Katie's talking
recognizes.
about us
Yeah.
right now. She loves us.
Oh, that's funny.
They are also talking about owning a pet is similar. You're going to get the same benefits similar to those derived from marriage. So if you're just single out in the world right now with a pet, you're still probably feeling pretty darn good because you got the pet and not a spouse.
Well, and that's like true unconditional love.
And
right
again,
there. Like that pet loves you. There's nothing else that pet loves more than you. Where
yeah, that's
the old
Yeah.
wife could love a lot of things more than you.
the old
Yeah.
wife, the old battle axe.
Yeah.
The old ball and chain.
Yeah. Katie, you ready to get married?
I have to find someone first. Like, I don't want to just go out and start planning a wedding. when
During the
there's-
break, Katie
no
was
one to
showing
plan
us
it
some people swiping on her profile, I guess.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
That guy in that picture had 2 dogs.
I know, but did you see him?
Oh,
Did you
There's
see
3
the guy?
dogs. There's 3 dogs in the
Be
picture.
nice.
Oh my gosh.
He
like-
looked
Be nice.
fine.
Someone out
Uh-huh.
there
He
is
looked
going, you see
fine.
Katie?
I know. And I try and keep that in check. I do. But I think when it comes to finding a partner, you have to be attracted to them in some kind of physical
Absolutely.
capacity.
I
You
wouldn't
can't-
have put that profile picture up for that guy, but I don't
No.
think he was as bad as you thought.
Well,
You got to stare at him a little longer, Katie.
exactly. You're not doing the swiping, Jer. So I will tell
Doesn't
you right
matter.
now. Yeah, that first picture I saw of him, I was like, no, for so many things, so many things.
Katie was also telling me this morning that she was on some guy's profile and he just started throwing numbers out when it came to his salary.
Yeah,
Salary.
because like on the dating apps, they have a bio, so they're like, I like to be outside a lot. I like most of the Colorado things. And his third thing in his bio was, I make $165,000 a year, if that matters. And I'm like, You know what you're doing right there, casually dropping a 6-figure salary in your bio.
If that matters.
My gosh, he knows that matters to a lot of people out there.
So you messaged him.
No, I didn't. I
So
didn't.
Katie swiped right immediately?
No. Well, maybe, but he didn't swipe right on me.
not yet.
So we didn't match. But yeah, no, it's funny what people will put in their bio thinking that they're going to attract someone of the opposite sex. Mine says, I'm just here until Lennis Claza marries me.
That's funny.
People are
Jeremy
Googling who
Lennis-Clays
that is.
basketball
Yeah, I was
player.
going to say
There you
people
go.
are Googling who that is.
Old Nuggets
so
player.
funny.
Good-looking
Yeah.
dude 20 years ago.
He is a good-looking dude, but so
You might want to revamp that.
I know.
You probably should revamp that.
I should, because I try and be funny.
Let me
right?
write it for you.
You should. Will you write my bio for me? No, wait a minute.
No, I will. It'll be a good bio. No, I will do it without any
Josh,
snarky,
don't let
smart
him
arse
do it.
comments in
Okay,
it. I'll
well,
do it. That's not smart.
Maybe
snarky.
we'll see it. Maybe we'll, because you are
How long?
great.
How many characters? Is there a character
like
limit?
A paragraph.
Just
I'd
a
say,
paragraph?
No,
you
yeah,
got
it's
like
not-
a
it's not a
paragraph.
lot.
All right, I'll
It's
write
like-
something for you.
Yeah.
And because it's usually question prompted.
Yeah.
Like blah, blah, blah.
I'll do like
what's
3
your,
different versions.
You know,
Okay.
what's your most irrational fear? Things like that.
Yeah.
And
Let's do that. Then you post it and see if you get any better results.
Sure.
watch her get
Yeah.
married by like
I
6
know.
months.
I'm gonna do one in like old English speak. Hear ye, hear ye.
Come meet this wench.
This wench has had a dry spell for 16 months.
407 years
Thy
ago.
loins are dry.
Oh my gosh. Well, you are a great writer.
This
so
well is dry.
I will take you up on that, sir.
All right. Let's have some fun with that. Let's do
Okay.
it. See what
Let's
happens.
do
See
it.
what
Gosh.
happened. All right, it's time for PMI. We've got a positive, a minus, and something interesting that we've been searching out this morning. I believe Josh got to pee.
I do got the pee, and Katie, all the dudes you're looking at that you're not attracted to, you saw a lot of dudes over the weekend in suits. Do you think guys look good in suits?
Yeah.
All right, well, 2/3 of men think they're much more attractive while they wear a suit or
They're
a
right.
tuxedo. About 67% think they're much better off and better looking when they wear a suit.
I
They
would
get all
agree with that.
dolled up. I was going to say, Jared,
This is
how'd
like
you feel on the
from
weekend?
obvious.com.
I
mean,
know. Like,
Well, I wanted
you
to
feel
ask
great. You feel special.
Yeah,
you
you
feel
do.
more attractive.
You do.
You had a bigger smile on your face. You were in a suit.
both of you.
He also had about an inch lift on his shoes, and I noticed your hair was coiffed pretty high. So you gained about 2 inches Saturday
Oh,
night.
that was a...
Oh my gosh.
I just did my hair. I didn't wear a hat for once.
No,
I noticed that you really puffed it up. So you looked good. You gained like 2 inches.
I didn't do that on purpose. Now I'm very insecure. I didn't do that on
No,
and
you
my
did. You
shoes-
look
Okay.
taller.
My
No.
shoes are shorter than the ones I'm wearing
No,
now.
you look taller, buddy. You looked good. I actually liked your suit.
Yeah.
That's good.
Probably better than mine.
That's good.
As multiple coworkers told me that I look like a pallbearer.
Oh, you really did get
Which
on
I'll be honest, I
blast.
don't understand. Like you wore a black suit. I don't understand
It's
why
just a
that's
classic look.
Like that's a classic black suit. Why does that look like a
No,
pallbearer?
here's the thing. I thought you both looked great. I thought that, Josh, I loved your blue suit. I thought you really
Thank you.
stood out from everybody. And
you.
Jared, your skinny tie was like Tombstone.
I know,
thought
I look like
you
Doc Holliday,
looked
right?
So neat. Like, so
You know who looked like an idiot?
who?
Our buddy Dan, who was there. Tall man Dan that
many
we hung
reasons,
out. That
actually.
guy's an idiot, huh?
He just maybe
He's a
had a
good
little.
dude.
He's a guy that works at a different
Look, man.
different business, and that guy was
He was the happiest
he was smashed,
out of everybody that when we
So
won our
happy.
awards, he was the happiest.
He was
obnoxiously
He
happy.
had little T-Many martinis, I think.
He
is what
did.
He
He
did.
spilled his drink. He was spouting off. But his suit, he looked like an idiot.
Yeah.
Well, Dan, you know what? I thought you looked good. But one thing, Jeremy, I wanted to ask you really quickly. Did you tie your necktie for you on Saturday, or did you have the wife do it?
No, I
Because
tie my own ties.
You tie your
no,
own-
it was a clip-on.
30%.
No,
Okay.
I tied my own tie.
30% of people, or excuse me, 20% of people, men say they don't even know how to tie their neckties, and their spouse does it for them still.
Well, that's embarrassing for them.
That's insane, dude. I was taught how to tie a necktie at like 13 years old.
I will
Like,
say I haven't had a tie on for a minute, and when I threw it around my neck, and I was like, oh, it took me a minute to remember kind of how to
Remember.
do
You know
it.
what's crazy? So I haven't either in a very long time. I got it first try, and I was so happy. Like the length is the hardest thing to get it. You
Yeah.
don't want it too long
True.
or too
Needs
short.
to be perfect.
Right there at your belt. Like,
First try.
right
I
there.
was so proud of myself.
pretty
I
good.
looked in the mirror and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, right to the belt buckle.
Boom.
Okay.
I had to learn to tie a tie when I worked up at Chinzetti's, that Italian buffet
Oh,
up
yeah.
north.
Everybody
Yeah,
wears
because
them,
they
don't
wear
they?
ties. So
Yeah.
I had to learn how to tie an actual tie, and
That's
so I can
funny.
help people tie their ties now as
Can
well.
either of you tie a bow tie?
No.
No.
Okay,
Can
so
you?
I learned that.
Mostly
Yeah,
because
I
you look
know.
like an idiot in a bow tie.
Oh, I like a good bow
I
tie.
like bow ties too.
You gotta
You
wear-
really? I
Oh,
hate
yeah.
bow
A bow
ties.
tie's
They're
a tuxedo,
stupid.
though. Like
Yeah,
I
I-
wouldn't wear a bow tie with a suit.
Because you always expect them to go.
Yeah, right.
spin
No.
around, and they never do.
I got a
It's very
thing.
disappointing.
I got a thing for nerds
Squirt water out of
sometimes
it?
though,
Yeah.
and so a bow tie and glasses. I'm like,
That's your thing, huh? Ugh. All right, nerd lover,
Katie.
what's the minus?
okay. The minus, okay, this is a story out of Washington, D.C., and really can relate to anyone who knows what food truck service is. So, this woman, she was hanging out with her family, her and her 3 kiddos. They were out for a bike ride there at the National Mall, and she saw a line of food trucks, and she's like, oh, let's go get a fun little snack for our bike ride, huh? So, they stopped at an ice cream truck, and she said that, first of all, when she was trying to order her 4 ice cream cones, it was a little odd because he didn't have prices posted when she was asking him how much are these ice cream cones. He just looked very distracted and he wasn't answering her, and he just grabbed her card, ran it, and handed it right back. She didn't think anything of it. She was like, well, that was odd. He didn't answer me, but he looked busy. I get it. So she looked at her credit card receipt a week later and found out that they charged her $88 for those 4 ice cream cones.
I bet that's a scam.
What?
That's
why he looked-
$22 a cone.
That's why he looked so confused. He wanted to like
Exactly.
distract
This is
her.
a made-up story. Did you just
No,
make this up?
It's not. And actually, the D.C. Department of Licensing and Consumer Protection had to come out and
Those guys are
investigate.
the
and
worst.
they said that, first of all, and here's the thing, is there's a lot of food truck places around here where we get to enjoy it. And I love food trucks because I think they each bring something fun to, eating time. Like, I just love it. I love what
Eating
food trucks
time,
are all
Jared.
about.
I love fun eating time.
Me too.
Listen. So they need to display their prices very, very.
tell 'em, Mom.
No, they do. This is a law for food trucks because there isn't a whole lot of like regulation when it comes to them, right? Like obviously they have the Food and Safety Administration looking in on them, but when it comes to their pricing and how they operate, there aren't a whole lot of laws in place.
You might get a $22 ice cream cone.
Exactly. So, one, their prices need to be displayed very prominently. That's a rule. And
Yeah.
one of the other food truck drivers actually came out and was like, we need to make sure that we're abiding by these laws so we don't ruin it for everybody.
All
so,
right.
let's keep those food trucks
You
going,
tell 'em,
huh?
Mom.
$88 for 4 cones.
If you
That's
don't,
crazy.
Katie's going to come waggle her finger at you.
That's crazy.
All right, I have the interesting. The list is out this morning from the Ubers, the most unique things that have been left behind in all 50 states from Ubers last year. Some of these are pretty darn good. The top spot was a mannequin head with human hair attached to it.
Oh.
How do you forget that in your Uber? There was a Viking drinking horn.
That's kind of. I'd probably keep that one.
I
as the
mean, I
Uber.
can see that one, though.
That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cool.
A urinal was somehow left behind in
How
one
did
of
you
the
get
Ubers.
it in there?
I don't know. Was it like a truck urinal
Why do you
or
accept
something?
the ride? If
I
you're the
know.
Uber driver?
It's going to be 2 passengers in one urinal. 15 hookahs in one Uber was left
Jeez.
behind. A traffic cone, a plunger, a cactus, a sewing machine, a bag of Cornish game hens,
What?
There you go.
10 live lobsters,
And a
I mean,
partridge in a pear tree.
yeah,
some Hannah
exactly.
Montana merch.
Hannah Montana.
That
was-
probably belonged to our buddy Dan.
One of
Call
her
me
wigs.
Dan because he's a dork. And divorce papers
Oh no.
and some Ozempic. Oh, and a bag of beans. Somebody left behind a bag of beans. Those Uber drivers, bless their hearts. They got to find so
Seriously?
much crap. And puke was at the very bottom.
Yeah,
of the list.
well-
A lot of
Gross.
puke left behind. Here you go, guys. There's your PMI with JKJ here at MIX. All right, coming up at 7:30, we are going to have another fun edition of Fast Five. If you've got some kiddos, you're going to probably want to tune in because we've got a 4-pack of tickets to Monster Jam at Mile High, which is coming up at the end of April. So we'll be doing that. So be ready to call in 303-6911-MIX, 303-691-1649. That'll be for Fast Five. Right now, traffic time. Denver's best music. It is Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. So before we dive into Fast 5, there are a couple things coming up at 8 o'clock today at this here radio station. The first is the Mix 100 Summer Ticket ATM Contest. At 8 o'clock, we're going to be giving you your first ATM code number that you need to collect and then turn right back around and text it into the radio station. And when you do, you're going to be entered to win our big old grand prize. You're going to receive tickets to go see Katy Perry, Post Malone, Jelly Roll, The Weeknd, Coldplay, and Hozier.
Woo!
Not just one, but all of them.
Yeah.
How great is that, Katy Cat?
One person walking away with all those concert tickets.
Woo-wee.
On another one.
That's on another level right there.
Is.
We are your home for all the greatest concerts this summer. So be listening for those ATM codes today, 8 a.m., noon, 4 p.m., and 7 p.m. And like I said, when you hear them, turn right back around, text that into the radio station, and you will be in the running. Second thing coming up at 8 o'clock, we do want some listener feedback because we're going to be talking about all the drama mamas out there.
Oof.
Do you have that one person in your life that is constantly bringing the drama?
Yeah.
Constantly, and you're like, enough is enough already. Dare I say it's mostly ladies?
Is it? No, it's
Dare I
not.
say-
That's
dare
the
I say
thing.
it?
Everybody's got that friend
Dare
in their
I say?
life.
Well, I don't know.
Yes. Everyone has that friend in their life.
You're right, Katy.
know?
The message from our listener, though, does call them drama mamas.
Okay.
So be thinking about who's bringing the most drama in your life, and we'll need your calls and comments at 8 o'clock. Right now, though, I say we have a little bit of fun. It's time for Fast 5.
All right.
Let's go. Let's get that brain working this morning. Let's have a good time. Let's get you on the air, make you a radio superstar, and we love it because we make new friends by doing this. So give us a call to play, 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. And I will say, if you've played a few times, give somebody else a chance today.
Yeah.
You've had your moment in the spotlight. I want some newbies today. Newbies for Fast 5. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649. Here's how it works. We'll get you on the air, get to know you a little bit, and then I will toss a category at you and start a 10-second timer. And within those 10 seconds, you've got to give me 5 things that have to do with that category. That's why we named it Fast 5, Katy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
That's
so
very
bright.
creative.
We're so smart. What were some of the ones we did yesterday?
Yeah, well, you asked for 5 countries that begin with U, 5 apps that track your fitness, and 5 movies about sharks. The one that won it yesterday was Emily with 5 talent competitions.
Oh, that's right.
She knocked
came
that
in
out of the
hot.
park, too.
She
Came
got-
in strong.
She got that one real quick.
Yeah.
So, we've been having a lot of fun with this week. So Josh is quickly trying to work through all these phone lines. If you get a busy signal, keep trying. 303-691-1MIX. 303-691-1649 will get you in the studios. And we've got a prize for our winner.
Oh, yeah, and family friendly this week is you're winning a 4-pack of tickets to check out Monster Jam at Mile High.
Yeah.
And this is on a Saturday, April 26th. So you are
Excellent.
going to have a lot of fun with the fam.
That's a great prize. So try to call in and have some fun. 303-691-1649 will get you in the studios for Fast 5. And first up to bat is Paige. Hi, Paige.
Hi.
Morning.
Hey. Says here you're going.
Guys, I just witnessed a car accident. That was insane.
Oh,
Whoa, no.
Yeah,
Two-
somebody just totally ran a red light, just bam, right into the side of somebody.
Oh, my
Holy
gosh.
moly.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm just a little shook up for them.
All
I
right.
bet. Hope
Wow,
everything's
that's-
all right.
My goodness.
Yeah,
Well, watch.
911's called everything.
Okay, good. Well, watch your language. Don't cuss right now. But,
Oh, did I? Sorry.
no, you didn't. You didn't yet.
Oh,
I
I
just
didn't?
have
Okay,
I have
usually
a
I do.
hunch. I have a hunch. Well, are you okay to play?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Ooh,
Well, it says here on the screen that you're going to a new house. What does that mean? Your new house?
Oh, we're going to look at a new house.
Oh.
That's fun. House
Yeah.
shopping.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah.
Where?
We're just going to rent it, but we live in an apartment, so a new house is good.
Moving on up.
That'll be a big step up for you. What part of town?
Longmont.
Okay.
That's way up
That's
there.
where Zoe was born, my little baby Nana.
Oh,
She
little
was-
baby
I
Nana.
love Longmont.
Oh,
Yeah.
baby Nana. Well, good luck with that, Paige. How much is your monthly rent going to be?
About almost 3,000.
Oh, goodness.
Good God.
My gosh.
Wow.
It's rough out there.
How big is the house?
It's only 2,500 square feet.
Man, $3,000 a month. I should have held on to my rental property.
You should have.
I should have held
For
on to
sure.
my rental property. My God. Well, good luck with all that, Paige, and hopefully everybody around you is doing okay with that car wreck. Let's do some Fast Five. Are you ready? You down?
All right.
You're down to clown. All right.
Yes,
so
I am.
the letter is E, like Easter. E, like Easter. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 countries that start with the letter E.
Oh,
Go.
yeah.
Yeah.
England.
No.
That's about all I know.
Well, that one's wrong.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I'm so bad at geography too, Paige. I was like, yeah,
Me too.
England. That's
I'm gonna
good.
hold on
That's
to
a
that
good one.
I'm gonna hold on to that one.
I couldn't have got that one either. Before that, I was like, ooh, Europe. Also not right.
No, it would have been right.
Right.
Paige, good luck with the house. It was very nice talking to you. Have a
Yes.
great day.
You too.
Stay
All right.
safe, Paige. Bye.
Bye. Hi, Mindy.
Hello.
Hello. What are you doing today?
Just going to work.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
What do you do
I
to
know.
What do you do to earn a paycheck?
I'm a teacher.
Well, thank you for doing that.
What grade or school do you teach?
I teach high school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to say what's your
Normally-
school?
I teach out in Byers.
Oh,
Okay.
you're way out there. Okay.
Yeah.
Normally, what?
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Normally I teach computers, but this year they're having me teach English.
Well, that's
right.
a big switch, though.
That is a big
Like,
switch.
That has nothing
me
to do
about
with
it.
the other. Oh.
Well, if you're anything like my kid's school, they don't even teach you spelling anymore, so you'll be fine, Mindy.
Well, you know.
They're like, they've
Just
got
trying to get them ready for SATs, but that's no big deal.
they got spell check is the line I've heard. They've got spell check. Well, thank you for doing what you do, Mindy. I appreciate it.
Yes.
You ready to do a little Fast Five action?
I sure am.
All right. Oh, what do I have for you? Let's do this one. In 10 seconds, please give me the names of the 5 members of the Backstreet Boys. Go.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
goodness.
Oh, boy.
Which one is which? Nick, Brian,
Yeah?
AJ, Kevin.
Oh, you got 4. You got
You got
4, 4, 4.
Oh, my
Buzzer
gosh.
hit. Buzzer
Oh, if you would have just
I
started a
said
little.
Henry right at the buzzer.
hit. Nah,
darn it.
buzzer hit. Good job Googling it, though. You're quick Googling that. That's really quick.
Man.
Mindy, darn it, you got 4, but thank you for calling and have fun out in Byers today.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Bye.
Thanks, Mindy. Bye.
Ah, she totally Googled that.
You think so? You think?
Don't
she
cheat, you
Googled?
guys. Don't cheat. Kendra,
Hi.
hi to you. Why does it just say tax season on my screen? What does that
Oh,
mean?
'cause it's coming.
I'm a CPA, and so
Oh,
it's
okay.
down to the last 5 days.
Yeah.
This is when everyone wants to do their taxes, huh, Kendra?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is they're calling you saying, "Why aren't they done yet, Kendra?"
Pretty much.
What's the biggest refund you've seen this year?
Ooh, a lot of my clients are business clients, so like they're like that have flow through, so they actually end up owing.
What's the
more than
biggest
they do.
amount you've seen owed this year?
I have a client that owes somewhere around 90,000 to the feds and 70 to the state.
Oh,
that
no.
But they're in California too, so
Oh, that one stings.
Wow. 160
Yeah.
G's. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of cheddar.
Yep.
That's a lot of cheddar. Well, good for you. Make that money, girl.
Yeah.
Make that money. All right, what do I have for you? All right, I got a good one. This one came in from a listener. In 10 seconds, Kendra, please give me 5 celebrities that go by one name. Go.
Pink.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh. Don't cheat.
Mm,
Oh,
I don't know.
You don't know?
Man, I didn't think of Pink though. That was good.
I thought of like 50 more, but Pink was not one of them.
No, Pink wasn't one of the ones I had either.
I'm going to hold on to that, Kendra, because there's a ton of them.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are.
There's a
It's so
bunch.
much easier when you're not on the
I
phone.
know, right? You're on the
Right?
spot and you freeze. You're like, celebrities? What are celebrities? I've
Yeah.
never heard of
What's
celebrities.
a
Boys
name?
are like, you'll do great. You do them all the time. Every time, like you're rattling them off with them, and then yeah, it's definitely a lot more pressure.
Little
It
stage
is.
fright for sure.
It was so nice meeting you, Kendra. Thank you for calling and have a great day.
Thanks. You too.
Bye, Kendra.
It's a dude, Luke.
Good morning.
Good morning,
What's
Luke.
going on?
What does testing mean on my screen?
Oh, my son's got CMAS testing
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, my kiddos have been doing that too.
Yeah, it's
They're like, eat a good breakfast,
feed 'em a
study
good
hard, go
breakfast.
to bed early.
all the same instructions.
It's so cute to see him like all stressed out about
Yeah.
all these tests. So I was like, oh, this is nothing. Life gets a lot
Yeah.
harder. You just enjoy your little CMAS testing.
Yeah.
Is he a good student, Luke?
He's in 5th grade, and we're really hoping that this is finally the year that he passes 5th grade. So fingers crossed.
Okay.
Has he done it a few times?
No, I'm just joking.
I was gonna say, like, how many
He's a good kid.
how many questions can I ask about
I know.
Bruce?
We didn't. Yeah, we didn't want to get too.
That's funny. You funny, Luke.
That
That's
was
a good prank. All right, my man. I've got a Fast Five topic for you on the heels of the Backstreet Boys. In 10 seconds, please give me 5 members of NSYNC. Go.
Justin, JC, Joey, Lance, Chris.
Oh my gosh,
Did you have their poster up in your room growing up, Luke?
Luke, that was fire. That was so good.
Booyah! Bye, bye, bye.
Like you didn't hesitate. You just knew it. I love that.
That's the sad part.
I know, right?
That's not sad to me, Luke.
He's like,
I
big
loved
fan,
it.
big fan.
I loved it.
I got the T-shirt. Although I can't make fun because I do have an NSYNC T-shirt that's kind
As
of
you should.
funny to wear around from time to time.
Good job, Luke.
Lukey boy, you got it. So your kiddo's going to be happy too because you just won a family 4-pack of tickets to Monster Jam at Mile High later this month. So you guys go tear it up on us, all right?
Awesome. Thank you, guys. He's so excited. That's great.
Thank you, Luke. I'm going to throw you on hold, and Joshy boy will come back and tell you all about your prize. So hang tight. That's it. That is today's version of Fast Five. Thank you to everybody that called in, especially the newbies today. Really appreciate it. Good news is we'll play again tomorrow morning, 7:25 here at Denver's Mix 100. Denver's best music, including that little throwback throwdown, taking you back to 96 with Tonic. Thank you very much. Love that song.
Mm-hmm.
Coming up at 8 o'clock, we want you guys to sound off. We have got a topic about all the drama friends in your life. I will read you the first line of this email. Hey, JKJ, question. Does every woman have a drama friend? A woman in their friend group that always has something drama-filled going on. I think we've all got one. We want to hear about your drama friend. Coming up at 8 o'clock today. Oh, and at 8, we'll give you that first ATM pin code for the Mix 100 Summer Ticket ATM contest. So stick around. The fun will continue with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh here at Denver's Mix 100. Right now, traffic time. Yeah, let's go live and local with JKJ broadcasting live here in Lone Tree, Colorado at the Mix 100 studios. You can also check us out on YouTube if you want to watch our live stream like some sort of creeper. Mix 100 Denver on YouTube, all brought to you by our good friends at Safeway. And don't forget, we have that very free app, Mix 100 Denver, in your app store. Tap that app. Get it on your phone and tablet and take the radio station with you to goat yoga today.
Yeah.
Or if you're parked at the park, just sitting there on the park bench, also like a creeper, you can listen to Mix 100
No, you're not a
anywhere
creeper if
where
we
you are.
invite you.
Well, you're sitting there on that bench feeding the squirrels and stuff.
That's what does
It's
it.
a little
That's it.
strange, a little strange. Coming up here in just a couple minutes, I'll give you your next ATM PIN code that you can text back into the radio station, and you'll be in the running for all those concerts coming up here in the Mile High City. So just stick around for a couple minutes. We'll do that. Before we get to it, though, I do want to tell you guys about the hot new barbecue trend this summer.
Oh.
I feel like this is right up Katie's alley.
Oh, yeah, the barbecue, you had me.
Well, it's not like barbecue. We're not talking brisket here. This is actually up my avenue, too. I would love this. Hot dog towers are going to be all the rage this summer. If you've ever been to like a little get-together or a party, they've got those 3-tiered trays, essentially.
Yeah.
There's a big plate, and then there's a bar in the middle, and it goes to a medium plate, and then a small plate at the top.
Yeah.
And they usually have like desserts and stuff on there.
Donuts,
whatever.
Yeah.
Finger foods. They're doing it with hot dogs now. So the bottom one is filled with hot dogs. The middle has various toppings you can put on it, and then the very top is like fancy condiments.
I'm not mad about that.
I'm not mad about this
Dude.
either.
How you keeping the dogs warm, though?
Well, you
Like-
got to, people are excited. They're grabbing them left and right. They're not on there
So
long
it's
enough
right-
to stay cold.
Hot off the grill.
Hot
they put 'em
off
on
the
there,
grill.
And then it's not like a
okay.
charcuterie board where you keep it out
I
there
thought you
for
just
hours.
kept it. I was like, I don't want a cold dog, though.
Katie's all about logistics.
I want a hot
here.
dog.
I know. Why
Like-
you ruin it, Katie?
Come
I'm
on,
sorry.
Katie. It's
it
a
just,
hot
my
dog
mind
tower.
my mind went to the temperature.
go quick.
I was like, that's how people get sick. They just leave food sitting out not properly.
Got flies all over. This is one
Exactly.
barbecue I would not go to, you guys.
I
You're going to
would.
get salmonella from that hot dog tower.
I mean, that's where it comes from.
I will tell you, no, I do know where it comes from. It's a place in South Carolina. They've exploded with this. The place is called Sir Wieners.
Oh my god.
And they are taking
I do like the
responsibility for the
name.
trend. It was actually my nickname in high school, Sir Wiener.
You wish.
Yeah, and it's all about the presentation. So anyway, it's popping all over the socials this morning of people posting their various hot dog towers. So if you're down to clown with your wiener this summer, maybe try it out, all right?
Okay.
Sir Wiener. All right, let's do this thing. All right, here you go. Get this number in your phone immediately and text it right back to the radio station. The number is 7721. 7721. You take that number, text it back to 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649, and you will be in the running for the Mix 100 Summer Ticket ATM, where one local winner is going to get that grand prize. You'll get tickets to all of these concerts, not just one, but all of them. Katy Perry, Post Malone, Jelly Roll, The Weeknd, Coldplay, and Hozier. So text the number 7721. 7721 to 303-6911-MIX, 303-691-1649, and you will be in the running to go see all those concerts, courtesy of Denver's Mix 100. I'm so excited about this contest. Aren't you guys?
Absolutely.
I'm jealous.
I love giving these kind of things to people because, again, this is something they're never going to forget. They're never going to forget the summer they got to go check out 6 big shows because one of them with Jelly Roll and Post Malone together. That's still 2 concerts.
That is
so,
such a cool concert.
I know. Like, you are going to be the most amazing person in your friend group because of this. So I love it.
I love being the most amazing person in my
Well,
life.
it's like, you know how like when you take out a packet of gum, everybody becomes your best friend?
Yes.
If you get 5, technically 6 really good concerts to go to, everybody's going to become your best friend.
That's
and
what
be
I
like,
mean.
Hey, can I get one of them concerts?
Yes.
Can I get one of them concerts?
You get to rate your friends, like, how much do you love me? Because if you really love me, this Post Malone Jelly Roll ticket's got your name on it.
The amount of people texting in 7712 is ridiculous. No, it's 7721.
There you go.
And when he gives the phone number,
I'm not
don't
doing
type
it.
in the phone number
That's all you
either.
get. Don't tell him anything else.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes, you don't need to send our phone number back to us.
We know it.
Just the code is all you need to send.
This is like the most simplest thing on
We've
the
got to
planet.
figure out a better
it's
way.
funny.
Because you give
Nah,
the
this is
code
fine.
and then the phone number.
I know.
and
What else can you do?
Yeah.
You got to text it back.
They're
Anyway.
still
You
doing
got
it
this.
wrong.
It's
You
not
got this.
7712. That's all I will say. Oh, bless your hearts. Bless your hearts, each and every one of you. All right, let's talk about your drama friend. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give out the phone number again. Get ready. If you have a friend in your life that is constantly bringing the drama, or anytime you talk to him, you just roll your eyes like, how do I get out of this conversation? Or you see him pop up on your social media complaining about something. We want to know about your drama friend. Who is that drama friend in your life? Call us 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. And you can change names. That's no problem. This is all based on a message from Gigi. She says, JKJ, does every woman have a drama friend? A woman in their friend group that always has something drama-filled going on. My drama friend is Kendra. Kendra is currently spiraling out of control because her boyfriend of 3 months didn't invite her to his cousin's destination wedding in Cabo. She hasn't even met the cousin. They've only been together for 3 friggin' months, is what she said. Now she's convinced that he's either married, in a cult, or both.
Wow, the cult, though.
Last night, she called me in tears. OMG. She says, JKJ, this is not new behavior. Oh, no. Kendra stays booked and bothered constantly. And then she went into multiple examples. She had drama about a roommate stealing $12 from her wallet, spent 3 weeks posting cryptic quotes on Instagram about snakes in your own den, threatening to move out, blah, blah, blah. She also went nuts because somebody else used the baby name that she's always wanted for her future non-existent child.
Oh, my gosh.
Those get me.
And then there's
Those are
another
funny.
thing about how she rage quit one of our friend group chats because we went to a brunch without her, and she had RSVP'd maybe and then ghosted. We posted a group selfie with pancakes, and then she went on a huge thing about betrayal and loyalty, blah, blah, blah. So drama.
Oh, gosh.
So she wraps things up by saying, JKJ fam, we have all got that Kendra in our life. I just wish mine came with a mute button and a chill pill prescription. I say you guys open this up. How many other women have a drama friend in their life? Love your show. That's from Gigi.
Kendra sounds lovely.
I know. She sounds like a monster.
Oh, my God.
So anyway, she's definitely focusing on the drama mamas out there, which I tend to believe it's mostly ladies. Dare I say it? Dare I say it?
I've known fellas who love the drama too, so I don't want to, designate it to only the ladies. Like, I think that there's a few guys out there who like to have a little bit of,
Little drama mama in their life. Well,
exactly.
listen, what's yours? 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649. Real quick, Josh, do you have one so you can snag these phones?
Yeah, I'm gonna change her name too because she might be listening. But yeah, there's a girl that I've known for a long time, and she's just always followed. The drama's always followed her, no matter what she does. Like, she's the type of person that will also post like some cryptic doctor picture on her story and be like, oh, 4th time I've been in here today, and all these things, and always looking for the sweet messages to come in. And then if someone, gets a puppy, she wants to get a cuter puppy, and always be the competition in life of just like, I want to create all this drama. And she's lost like friends over this over the years
yeah.
because it's always this competition with her where she has to either be, the girl that steals the boyfriend or tries to talk to the boyfriend behind someone's back and things like that. And I've had a lot of friends say some not so nice things about her because of what she's done to them. And I'm like, why you got to be like that?
Yeah.
Like, just live your life. It's your life for a reason. It's not you trying to
Well,
steal
people
someone
thrive
else's
on
life.
this drama. They really do. They like the attention for sure.
Yeah.
They get some sort of, their jollies off of it. We had one person in particular in our life. Her drama was that she was always sick. she always had aches and pains, Katie, and she always had a fever. If you were sick, well, then she would have to tell you, oh, I've had that sickness, but it was 10 times worse. And let me tell you,
the oversicker.
And it was like you could never go do anything with her because, oh, my knees are hurting, my back's hurting. And she was always complaining about, oh, I can't go out with you guys because I just didn't sleep well, and I just don't sleep, and you guys have all the fun, and I'm just sick all the time. And it was like, ugh.
That gets old.
Sadly, she died 3 months later.
Oh,
but...
no. Jeremy! No. So she
No,
was
I'm just
telling
joking.
that. Oh, my goodness. You just...
Yeah, sadly,
I
she's
almost
no longer
fainted.
with us. But
Wait a second.
no, but we finally were like, we can't talk to you anymore. We're not going to invite you to things because it's always some sort of excuse about you not feeling good and not joining us. Robert, welcome to the show.
You want to click him on there?
Oh,
Jay?
yeah, wrong.
There we go.
Robert, welcome to the show.
Hey, Robert.
Good morning.
Hey, you got a drama friend in your life?
I sure do. This Bethany girl. So me and my fiance play softball, and softball in itself can be dramatic. But there we have that one friend. Where she goes, it's just drama. This, drama that, this, that, and chooses to pick fights so that way she can make drama all the time.
Why would you do that? Like, what a
Choosing to pick
miserable way
fights.
to go through life, just constantly picking fights with people.
And then we hear about it because in the moment we see her name pop up on our phones, we're like, okay, now what is it? And then we hear, and then 2 hours phone call. Oh, hey, we got to go cook dinner. We got to go. We'll talk to you later. Okay, bye. And then it's a weekly process, and we just sit there and we're just like, oh, and then we hear it from the other side, and we hear it from her, and then the stories get twisted, and then her just like, why do we have to be in the middle of this?
It's exhausting, isn't it? It's like you've got your own crap to deal with in life and your own issues. There's no reason to sit around and listen to other people's crap like that. I'd be like, later.
We've tried, and we've tried to talk to her and be like, hey, this is not the way. No, we have given up at this point, to the point where we're just like, get the popcorn, get the tea, and let's just sit down and get ready for a nice long movie.
Yeah. Right?
And she's probably bad at softball.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Robert, thanks for sounding off,
Thanks,
buddy.
Robert.
Have a great Wednesday.
Love you
Later.
guys.
Love you. Kisses.
Bye.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. I know Katie's got a couple drama-filled people in her life. I see some messages coming in, so feel free to sound off. What's your drama friend, or who's your drama friend? You can change names if you want, or tell us some stories about some of the drama that you've heard. It's exhausting. 303-691-1MIX, 303-691-1649 will get you in the studios with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh. Right now, traffic time. way. Whoa. Ooh. Or don't. That's fine too.
Or do. We want to hear from you.
What we're finding is that people are calling in, telling us their story and saying, I can't go on the air because I know she listens and she'll recognize my voice.
Yeah.
So that is what we are finding, which is totally
fair.
legit. It's fair. So I will say we heard a lot of stories off the air. The text line is fired up.
Poppin'.
But I get now why people don't want to talk about it on the air. But here's a quick recap. Gigi wrote in and said, we all have that drama friend in your life. It's a woman in the friend group that always has something drama-filled going on. And then we started chatting about this. Yeah, I had one in my life that was always sick, constantly sick, complaining about how she's sick. Sicker than you, blah, blah, blah. And we had to dump her because it was like, we can never do anything fun with you because you're always like,
complaining.
She's bringing the sick drama.
Yeah.
I had a friend text in and said, how about the friend who always makes plans about them, even if it's not their invite or gathering? No matter what's suggested by you, they find a way to try to maneuver the plan to be in their neck of the woods so it's convenient for them and not you. That's a little drama-filled, right?
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either. A couple more that came in. Lindsay said, this is from Terry. She says, my friend Lindsay hasn't spoken to our coworkers in 3 days because some of the coworkers brought coffee for everyone except her.
Oh.
She is saying this was a power move. Now she's bringing her own stuff and setting it up all over the kitchen counters just to make a point. I feel like there was a reason they didn't bring her coffee.
What was it, though?
I know. What was it?
So much drama.
It's probably too energetic in the mornings, Jer.
This person said her friend Erica...
Hey.
I got it.
Hey, a second. Hey.
Her friend Erica was crazy mad, drama-filled, because she had to sit at an overflow table at her cousin's baby shower. One table away from the main action. But she says, I may as well have been sitting in the parking lot.
Oh.
Jeez.
So anyway, if you are brave enough to sound off about the drama friend in your life, 303-691-1649. Now, Katie, I know you've got a couple.
I do. I actually, when we were talking about bringing this topic up, immediately one of my best friends, especially from when I was younger, not so much anymore, but we have been best friends or friends since elementary school. 3rd grade is when I met Sasha. And our whole lives. I mean, we're talking 3rd grade drama, 4th grade drama, 5th grade. Now, if it wasn't with her, it was with her family. I mean, as we grew up, it was, she actually moved to Colorado and we lived in Longmont together for quite some time, and she couldn't get along with the neighbors. Her, boyfriend was always doing like everything in this person's life was that, drama followed her. And I think as we got older, like I've started to part ways with her, like we're still friends, but I definitely don't go out of my way to see how she's doing because I know it's going to be, well, you just wait till you hear this, I mean,
right.
Every time I checked in with her, the last time was like when we were 37 and she's like, you'll never guess, I just got pregnant. I was like, oh gosh, like we're old now, and no offense to that, but I mean, it was
so
just
now
like
she's got baby drama.
So much. And then, now you have to start over because we have kids who are the same age. So she has a son who's the same age as Zoe. And now she had a child that much later in life. And I was like, wow, you have to start over now.
So at that time,
that's
like a 20 or a 17-year difference?
Yeah.
Oh, my
Alex
goodness.
was almost graduating high school when she had her little girl. So it
Yikes.
just always something with Sasha. But
what did you ever try to dissect that with her? Like why she was like that? I mean, did she not get attention growing up and this was just her way to get attention?
I'll tell you exactly what it is. She was the oldest of 7 kids and she had to take care of all of them. Her mom worked overnights and so Sarah was always watching all the kids. She was always had to be the responsible one. Like when we were teenagers, she was like making dinner for 6 children and I'm like, well, I'm going to go hang out downtown.
But how does that translate to
mean?
being
I don't know.
Drama filled all the time.
I think that it was just she had to be grown up so much when we were younger that as soon as she was given the opportunity, she just went
She just had to vent about everything because she
Yeah.
never got her say,
I
maybe?
think she
There's
just
not
had to
enough
be-
parents to go around with to 7 kids. I
Yeah.
mean, someone's going to get left out to a degree.
I think she did. She was just
And
left
that's what
out
happens.
the entire time. And so, like, she had to turn something about her. And so it was all the drama. But again, like, as we got older, I kind of just distanced myself from Sarah. And we don't necessarily talk as much. But the one that
Well,
really...
you know she's complaining to her other friends that Katie never calls me anymore.
Yeah,
She's the
and
worst. We were best friends growing up, and I never hear from her.
I'm sure she will. But again, it's kind of like you have to let them.
And I'm
you have
pregnant
to
again.
Let
Oh,
them think
no.
of that stuff. But then what really, like, honestly, I had another one come to mind because my sister has a friend who they have been friends for probably 10 years now, but they're both lawyers. And so to me, immediately, I'm like, well, you've got your stuff together. You're a lawyer. No drama follows you, right? You deal with other people's drama. That's what that is. No, Donna is drama filled. Like, I actually
Donna drama.
Donna drama. I called my sister Vanessa last night because I was like, tell me the latest about Donna, because she has told me how she's like gotten in bar fights with people and she's had to have people in the lawyer office like help her out and stuff. But I was like, what's the latest with Donna? And she's like, well, she was having some issues with her boyfriend. Her and her boyfriend were not seeing eye to eye. And she was always constantly calling me, telling me, oh, he cheated on me. He did this and this and that. So they finally broke up. And Vanessa was like, I was so glad they finally broke up. But then she tells me, well, just to get back at him, I started dating his brother. And I was like, oh my
Man,
gosh.
she's
this
just
is-
creating it.
this
She's
is
just creating it.
drama upon drama. And then she was mad because their mom didn't like her anymore. It's like, well, you're making your way through the family tree. I wouldn't like you either.
Right, who's next, Dad?
Yeah, so hide your husband.
Dad's
is exactly
next.
what I do. But
Oh my God.
Donna is always bringing the drama, and that's just the latest. So yeah, everybody's got somebody in their life.
I think you're right. So if you do have one, 303-691 1649 will get you here into the studios. I do like this one from Carrie. She says, my cousin Amanda is in a full-on feud because somebody in the family group chat liked her message instead of loved it.
Oh no.
She says it was passive-aggressive, and now she's only responding in the group chat with one-word replies. So she's pissed off about a group chat. Drama.
Well, the like is a little bit of a slap in the face, though,
Well, it
right?
depends on what
We
the message was.
We should love everything. You should love
You
it.
don't. I'd never love
gonna
The
anything.
start
like
liking
comes off.
Katie's
I-
messages
The
now.
like comes off as passive aggressive. That's been
Does it?
proven. Yeah, like people
Why?
feel like the like
'Cause
is
it's the
passive
thumbs up,
aggressive.
right? It's the
Yes,
thumbs up
It
that
is.
people
So
are like,
it's
it's
like
basically flipping me
okay,
off.
Yeah. So you need to heart things.
This woman says that her sister's flipping out, causing all sorts of family drama because the family changed the Netflix password without warning her and didn't tell her.
That's funny.
She's like, there's all sorts of issues now about trauma growing up in these group messages. Anything else? My friend Brooke is mad at me because I didn't text her back fast enough the other day when she had a bad day. I replied 28 minutes later. I was in a work meeting. Now she's saying I am constantly emotionally ghosting her in her time of need. Good God. I
My
couldn't be around these people.
Yeah, that's too much.
Chill out.
High
Hi,
strung.
Mallory. Welcome to the show.
Hi, how are y'all?
Hey.
Well, I think we're pretty chill. I don't think we got too much
Yeah.
drama going on right now between the
All
three
right.
of us.
Oh,
about-
yes.
How
Well, I
about-
have a really juicy one for you today.
Oh,
Ooh.
good. Tell us.
Awesome. So I can talk about her because I'm no longer in the same state anymore. So I know she can't hear me.
Beautiful. Let's go.
Yeah.
So me and my fiance of 7 years. When we first met, he went to school at a specific school, and I knew nobody. I just moved in the area. He introduced me to a group of girls that he went to school with, and I instantly fell head over heels with this wonderful girl. She became my best friend. We did everything together, and years went by, and we never really got into arguments, but she ended up meeting this guy when we went to a dog park, and apparently we started to grow apart because the guy that she liked and they were dating liked me, and I brought it up, and we ended up moving in together, me and Katie, and one night we were just while watching movies, and her boyfriend went into my bedroom after I called it at night, and I told her about it the next morning, and she totally thought I was lying. She was like, you don't want me happy. You don't want, all this and that. So a couple years later, I dropped it. We were still friends. We still lived together. And they got married. And she made a person that she met. She went to church. She did all these things. And she made someone her maid of honor that she knew for 2 months.
Oh.
And not you.
And not me. And I pulled her aside. I was like, hey, I want to know kind of why. She goes, well, I don't think it would be right. Her fiance, or the one that she was marrying, was like, I don't think that would be a really good idea. She's not really close with Jesus anymore. And she just makes everything, talking about me. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Why are you so mad at Jesus, Mallory?
Apparently I'm mad with Jesus, but we went through thick and thin, and now we are no longer friends. So
yeah.
But all over a guy. And come to find out, before she started dating this guy, my fiance ended up telling me that she tried to make a pass on him.
Yeah, she did.
She is needy.
Because he's so fine.
And I was like, you know what? Things happen for a reason.
That's right.
It's a good thing you
And-
kicked Katie to the curb.
Get her out of there.
Yeah.
Get out of
So-
here.
She left right after she slept with your now husband. She got out of
Jeremy.
there.
No.
None of that
He
drama.
Definitely not my guy's type. So,
Oh, okay. That's
but thank you so much for letting me
Yes, Mallory.
feel. I hope you'll have a wonderful day.
That's very
Oh.
juicy. You're very kind
Thank
for
you,
calling us.
Mallory.
Thank you, Mallory.
Thanks. We
course.
appreciate your story.
Go to church, Mallory. That's juicy.
That is juicy.
I love it. I do love Emily, speaking of church, on our text line. Lady at church back in Kentucky, everything is somehow related to somebody dying, somebody getting a terrible disease or diagnosis. Everything was depressing or tragic in some sort of way. She always brought the mood down.
Yeah.
I know those people too.
That's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Get rid of them.
Yeah.
Get rid of them.
We got a text
That's like
about a
Debbie
mother-in-law that's
Yeah.
the same, complaining about everything, how tired she is, how it's just her with no kids, so life's frustrating. She said every time she talks to her, it brings her down. Those people,
I don't like
it's
those
hard
people.
to deal with those people in your life.
I'm
kind
of getting down just talking about all this. I need to go take a walk. I need to go get me a Dr. Pepper. Do some
Oh.
push-ups.
Good call.
Denver's best music. It's Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. If you ever have a dilemma or you just want to sound off or you just want to send us a happy little message, you can find us on social media. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook. Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Instagram, believe it or not. We also post a bunch of sound clips on there, some videos sometimes, some personal pictures.
Funny memes.
Funny memes. We're
Those
all
are
about the funny memes.
Up there, too.
You posted a funny dad joke on
I
there.
did. Did you see it, Josh?
I
My
did.
cheesy pickup line.
I breathed harder through my nostrils than I
Did
normally
you?
do.
It
Yeah.
was a line of pickup trucks with wheels of cheese in the back. So the cheesiest
Cheesiest pickup line ever.
Ah.
You don't have to follow us on Instagram
You don't
if you don't
have
want
to.
to.
That's
It's all good.
stuff right there. What do you
We're gonna
mean? You don't
lose
want to
followers.
You don't want to miss out on that. Like that's,
Well, I mean,
that's good stuff right there.
Anyway, Facebook's
Stuff.
fun. We got
One
a lot
of the
good
posts
stuff
of all
on-
time, Katy.
One of them.
Jeremy, Katy, Josh on Facebook might be a better option.
Mhm. She doesn't have access to that one.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
We don't let her on that one at all. She'd ruin it.
So mean.
Hey, really quick, we were talking about all the drama friends and everything going on in people's lives, and then that last woman, was it Mallory that called with the wedding stuff and everything? I forgot to tell you guys about this. The other day, I went out to the mailbox, and there was a little card in there from, let's call them, I'm going to change their name. How about Mark and Tammy?
Okay.
Sound like good people.
Mark and Tammy sent us a little card. I was like, oh, what's this all about? And they've been together for many years, dating for a long time. And I opened it up, and it was like a little wedding invite. I'm like, oh, no, they're getting married. How about this? That's really exciting. More I read into it, though, it was a non-invite. They basically just sent out an official announcement to let people know that they were getting married. It was going to be a private ceremony, and they just wanted me and Nick Nack to join them in spirit, essentially.
Huh. Thank you for the card.
No.
Hey, we're
Really?
getting married,
You
and
don't
it
have
was
to come.
written as it was. I should have brought it in so I could read it to you guys, but it was more or
that's
less like
funny.
it's private. It's just close family, close friends.
And you're
you
not
won't be there,
invited.
but here's where we're registered.
No,
Essentially,
they don't want a gift.
It was where
No.
they were registered. So that was like the
no.
conversation. Like, how tacky is this? You're having a wedding. You know us. You've known us for a long time. We're not invited. But if you still want to give some love to the new bride and groom, here's our link to Target or whatever
I don't
it was.
like that.
Do people actually still buy gifts if they're not invited to the wedding?
Absolutely not.
I didn't
You are not
think
getting
you
a
could
cent from me.
ask
I don't
for a
know.
gift if you didn't invite.
Anymore, I think anything is up for grabs when it
Yeah.
comes to any sort of shower or wedding. It's a gift grab.
Up until
Well-
you said the
and
last
everything's
part,
very self-centered now.
I feel like you could get away with sending the non-invites, if you will, because they're like, you're going to see pictures on social media and be like, oh, why wasn't I invited? So announce the wedding is fine.
But don't ask for a
But throwing
gift.
the last
Yes.
part on there and being like,
We're having
if
a
you
private
feel the Lord leading
ceremony.
you,
Oh.
no.
I don't like that.
Isn't that
at
strange? So it was
all.
essentially a non-invite to the wedding.
Oh, I hate that.
It's very uncomfortable by
I
that.
hope-
don't
you
like
know
So I think
what?
I'm going to send them a non-gift for their wedding.
Yeah. Do you know what ruined this for us is the internet and the
Yeah.
absence of Dear Abby. She would have told everyone
Oh,
this
Dear
is not
Abby.
a good idea.
Yeah,
like
you're
we
right.
don't have her
Miss
anymore.
Manners.
Who asks? Like, who do
That's
we
so
ask
funny.
about this anymore? This is not okay.
I
Like,
mean, well, and according to the internet, yeah, like you said, the internet says this is okay because it is all about you.
Yeah.
the internet says it's okay.
The internet says it's
Oh,
okay.
I hate the
Because
internet.
actually, I did a quick search on the internet, and I guess this is kind of a trending thing now is to send non-invites. It's like a baby announcement or something like that. It's just an announcement, and then to let you know you're not invited to the actual ceremony.
That's
But if you
wild.
wanna
But since
send
you
a
love us so
gift.
much, and since you know us, and if you want to contribute to our new blender, here's where we're registered.
Do you
it's
have
a
any
thing
like,
now.
Gosh.
do you have any like horrible gift that you have gotten that you could re-gift?
I'm just gonna go in a bag and send it to him.
Like an empty box. Send him an empty box.
Oh, chocolate.
Oh, Jeremy. It's terrible.
No, I'm not gonna send him anything.
No,
It's-
I wouldn't either.
It's up there with getting the high school graduation announcement from a fourth cousin that you've never heard of in
Yeah.
Louisiana or something, and they send you the invite, expecting you to turn around and send them a check. It's like it's not gonna happen.
yeah, we're not doing that today.
Not gonna happen. But
Cousin Jeffrey.
I know.
It's
Isn't
not
that funny
happening.
though? Like it's the first time time I've ever heard of a non-invite.
I've never heard of sending
Crazy.
someone a gift when you're not invited to the festivities.
The
It's
nerve
just-
of some people,
I
Katie.
mean,
The nerve.
The nerve.
My goodness.
It's going right in the shredder.
How rude. Yes. Send him a video of
Down
that.
it goes. Down it goes. All right, guys. We've got a trending report coming up here in just a few minutes, including the biggest news in Colorado this morning, that Big Lots is opening a few new stores.
Hey.
That's probably the biggest trending story locally, I think.
It's got to be.
It's got to be it. We'll do that and more coming up in the trending report with Jeremy, Katie, Josh. Right now, traffic. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Thanks for having some fun with JKJ on a fun Wednesday morning. We are broadcasting live out of our studios in Lone Tree, Colorado, and you can find us on YouTube. If you want to take a little peek inside the studios, just search Mix 100 Denver on the YT, and you can see what the heck is going on. And don't forget, Mix 100 is your home for the Mix Summer Ticket ATM, where we are going to be giving away 5 big concerts to one very local lucky listener later this month. If you want to know what concerts and how to win, you can find all the details at mix100.com. And good luck. We're very excited about this promotion, so good luck. It is time for a trending report, and I know there's a lot of great local stuff going on, but I want to get to a couple other things before we do that. There is a really funny article out this morning about your job, and if you're working at a particular job, you have to have a high tolerance for being yelled at.
Oh.
I feel like we kind of fall into that a little bit. I mean, people yell at us on the text line.
That's what I was going to say. They can text whatever they want behind the screen, so we got to read all that.
Right. But it's easy to
And they're
delete
very
it.
honest.
Yeah, they're very honest. But they're not in our kitchen.
And for the most part, our listeners are absolutely wonderful and sing our praises. Like, very rarely are we getting yelled
There's
at.
only a couple monsters out there.
Our bosses are actually really cool. We don't have to worry about them screaming. And I've had bosses who have screamed at me. And I don't know about you, but it's hard to take.
You probably had
it's
to come
hard
on
to.
now.
No, I didn't. It's hard to.
I did.
It is hard to take that, though, when all you're trying to do is do a good job and be a good employee, and all of a sudden you got, El Jefe over there having a fit. Like, it gets in here.
Yeah.
It gets to you. So, yeah, getting yelled at work, I don't like it. I don't like that at all.
That's kind of
Is that
it.
what happened?
That's
my
kind
gosh.
of it.
So the ones on the list, teachers, of course, they get yelled at by kids and parents, constantly.
Yeah.
Referees, if you're a ref, I mean, that's your job is to be down on the field or on the court getting yelled at the entire time
Not by the
crowd.
parents, though.
By the crowd,
Like,
though.
gosh.
You'll
refs
never
are
please
getting-
anybody.
No, you're constantly getting yelled at. Police officers, yes, I would imagine getting yelled at quite a bit. Pharmacists made the list, which is surprising to me.
Really?
Where's my Viagra?
You put the wrong dose.
Where's my Xanax?
I'm supposed to have 40 pills. This is only 38. Can you imagine yelling at a pharmacist?
I know, like in the middle of Walgreens, like that's uncomfortable for everybody.
I don't know about that.
Where's
one.
my birth control? Gate agents for airlines. Yes, we see those videos on YouTube from time to time. Social workers made the list, healthcare workers, and then customer service reps.
Yeah.
Which obviously, you call somebody about your bill and you're probably yelling. You're all pissed off.
Yeah.
From the moment things start.
Nobody's happy about having to pay a bill, right?
Nobody's happy, Katie.
I'd like to make my balance current. Hey,
Yeah.
how you doing? No, nobody does that.
Probably get one of these.
Yeah.
How would you like to see Jack Black as people's sexiest man alive?
Okay.
Huh?
At first, I was like, Jack Black, really? But the more you take into consideration, this guy is a great actor. He can also
but Katie,
sing.
no, we're
he's
looking
a
at-
really good
Yes.
singer.
He's funny.
A really
That's
good
not-
singer. He's funny.
We're
And
doing objectively sexy men.
we are, but if you look back at some of his
time for a
early
change.
movies, like what's that one with him and the girl from Titanic, Kate Winslet?
You
remember?
don't get an award for being sexy 25
back
years
in
ago.
the day. No, he was pretty good looking back in the day. Is it like 4 Christmases or something
Could could be.
There's
People were
movie.
mentioning The Holiday.
That's the
Was
one.
that the one?
The Holiday.
Okay, with Jude Law.
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude in that movie.
That
So
was
I
referenced
think
in this article. They said that he actually looked better than Jude Law
He
in that
did.
movie.
He was a good-looking
I mean,
dude in
what
that
obviously
You guys
time is
smoking?
happening. Anyway, there's a People staffer, the staffer that works at People magazine. She says, yes, he is a triple threat. He can sing, he can dance, and he can act.
Yeah.
And then other people are sounding off about he is a devoted family man. He's awesome to his fans, and he does a lot of charity work. Like, in general, Jack Black has it all, except he's kind of a little frumpy dumpling. But, like,
I know.
and the
facial
beard's
hair.
not doing him any favors, but if you took the beard off.
Yes, take the beard off because that
So
makes
if you
I think you
fix
took the
his
beard
face, then he's sex. Okay, if my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bicycle.
I
Like
know.
that doesn't. Those are two
Well,
different things.
Did your grandma get rode a lot, Josh?
There's-
Like,
oh my
wait
God,
a
no.
second.
Grandma got rode a lot.
It's
From
changing,
what I've
it's
heard.
changing someone's
Whoa.
complete appearance.
Where,
and then
did
you
you
go, then
read
he's
that
sexy.
somewhere? And you were like, I got to work that into the show somehow
No,
today.
I'm just saying it's two completely
Like
different
grandma?
things.
He's like, that's a great
wheels.
line. I got to work it into the show somehow today.
no, but I'm just like, it's two
Sorry,
different things.
Graham. I'm going to refer to you as a bicycle
If
at
you-
some point because I saw this on
You're
Instagram.
gonna get
No.
rode.
It's two different
know.
things. If you fix his face,
It
then
sounds
he's sexy.
ridiculous.
Yeah, if my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike. Like, it's two different things.
I don't think so.
He's not like I like him. I like him as an actor and all that stuff. He's not sexy.
He's going to be sexy to somebody.
Oh,
And I think it's time for a change. He's like total opposite of John
Oh.
Krasinski.
Yeah,
who is the
he
current one, right?
So funny. So that's a no from you, Josh.
I like the guy. I think he's funny.
I'm going to get
He
on
is
Photoshop
hilarious.
today, though, and make his
I
grandma
know.
a bicycle.
You do. You need to make Josh's because that needs to
Not
be.
great.
Josh's
there.
grandma is like a bicycle.
Oh,
Everybody got a
gosh.
ride.
Oh.
Okay, that is first of all completely
Boy, that backfired
false.
on you, didn't it?
But I'm just saying, like it's.
Everyone take a seat.
She's not a doorknob where everybody got to
Oh
turn,
my
Jeremy. Come
Dun,
on.
dun, 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 dun.
He's a good dude. I just
Your
don't see
poor
the sexy
grandma.
part. I don't see the sexy part.
Somebody does.
Oh,
but
that's
Katie
funny.
does.
Oh, that
Katie,
is
if he
funny.
Katie
approached
sees
you right
it.
now, would you be like, hell yeah, like absolutely?
I
I'd
mean,
date
again,
him.
I think at first I'd be like, ooh, sexiest, but then I would think about like, Jack Black, something that also with him, School of Rock's one of my favorite movies.
Great movie.
Such a good movie. And, you hear about actors who can work with children, and that's also something that for me, I'm like, just makes him more appealing, So
I
I'm
do too.
down with this.
Funny guys are just,
Yeah.
it takes them from a 6 to a 7.
It does. It does at least maybe a 7.5.
7.5. And again, shave the facial hair.
And
he's-
that's a whole different man right
throw him in
there.
a suit, and he's looking pretty good, I
Yeah.
think, still.
Get his hair tightened
And
up
he's
a
in
little.
Tenacious D. Come on
I
now.
know.
Come on now.
I
They're in
know.
hot water, but yeah.
Yeah,
for
anyway,
them.
so sorry to Josh's grandma about all the writing jokes. Okay, so this video has gone viral this morning about Ryan Seacrest falling down on the Wheel of Fortune. They were doing something about a new cheese festival or something that's going on, and they had this giant wheel of cheese on stage. Ryan rolled it and then went running after it, and then he tripped and fell on the cheese. It was a big cheese incident. Did you guys watch it?
I did. It looks very
I didn't.
staged.
You did it? You're just staring at me like, you okay over there?
I didn't. I didn't.
You just
watch
kind of
it.
glazed over there
Just
for a
thinking about
second.
my bicycle grandma chair.
No, I haven't seen it yet.
It
but-
looks staged, doesn't it,
He
buddy?
falls because everybody, like, the thing of that whole cheese thing is they go and dive on top of the cheese. I think that's what he was trying to do.
and then he fell.
Well, no, he dove. He dove.
Oh,
He
but
dove.
it looks like a fall.
I just think he's not a very good actor.
Oh, well, there's that. I will probably be in Josh's
Look at all the
camp on
ladies
that
texting
one.
in that like have the hots for Jack Black.
I know.
I think it's a
People
bigger
love
group
it.
of women than you think.
Yeah, he's hilarious. We're getting all
I
of
know.
that. The
I want to
female
jump his
gaze.
bones.
He is funny.
Yeah.
I want to
He is
spank his
so
little
funny.
tushy. Somebody said
Him and Kung Fu Panda, like, hilarious.
All right, what's trending locally? I'm done with Jack Black.
Okay, well, if you haven't heard, the Denver Nuggets got rid of their head coach, Mike Malone.
What? When did this happen?
Oh, it happened yesterday.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Josh texted us, and I was very surprised. I'm not going to lie. I was shocked.
I was
NBA
shocked as
world
well.
was.
I
was
was
so shocked.
They also let go of GM Kelvin Booth. That one was not as surprising to me, but the Mike Malone axe was
Well, it's because he and
stunning.
Joker have been tied at the hip.
Yeah, he
Joker
went-
came into the league the same year Mike Malone took over
Yeah.
the Nuggets.
Yeah,
so.
and not only that, but like he's been to Serbia to see Joker's horses. Like they
then
have,
why would you fire him if he's
I know.
been to Serbia
I'm
to look
just
at
saying,
horses?
Like they are very connected as a team. They're
They
so
are.
close.
He has a lot of attaboys too.
He does. Like
He's
he's
done a
the
lot
most
for the Nuggets.
winningest coach in franchise history.
I believe he's the
brought us
longest tenured too,
longest
right?
tenured. He
Yeah.
brought us the
Wow.
championship. Like there's so many things about
He's gonna be
Mike
fine
Malone.
though, guys. He's gonna be all right.
Well, what did you say, Josh? He's going to get paid
Yeah, I
for
was
6
curious.
years?
So this is what happens when you're a fired coach. You have to pay out the rest of that coach's contract. So unless you go to another team, then you can void that contract. But
Okay.
if he doesn't want to coach for the next 4 years, he'll be getting that salary. A fired coach in the NBA, NFL, MLB, whatever. That's the best job in the world to have.
So how much is he gonna get for doing nothing?
So
if he
let me
decides
see.
to sit out?
Hold on.
How much does he have now? Like everyone's like, oh, poor Coach Malone. I'm like, he's gonna be
But
fine. He's gonna be fine.
He is going to be fine
He's
financially,
fine.
but when you do something every single day for 10 years and that's taken away from you, he's going to have an adjustment period. And I think we need to at least recognize
how I'm gonna
that
be when I leave
and
radio.
respect it. Because, well, you're going to.
Like after 20 years of
You're
getting up
gonna-
at 3:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a major adjustment period.
You are going to wake up and still check all the news stories, and you're going to want to post stuff on the internet. Like,
Doubt it.
No, you're going to be in that mind frame, and when it's presented to you that it needs to be different, it's going to be a little bit of a
I'll be doing fast
curve,
fives
you
with
know?
everybody I come across.
I know.
I'll be at the grocery store. I'm
Hurry.
like, hey, in 10 seconds, give me 5 Ninja Turtles. And they're
I
like,
know.
sir, please leave me alone.
Exact. Grab your
That is
Cheerios
so
and leave,
funny.
sir. Like, no, really, like it is an adjustment, and I think that's what you need to think about with Coach Malone. Is he's such a great basketball mind that he's going to have to put that on the shelf, and that is going to be a task for him.
He'll be fine.
He's going to be fine financially.
you find
He'll
those
be
numbers?
fine financially. No, it's not. But he's got
Should go talk to
multiple
the
years
sports
left.
guys.
He's got multiple years left on his contract. And yeah, they'll pay the rest of that out. I mean, once you're fired,
All right.
they give you the rest of that. So he
Well.
could sit on a beach for the next 3 years. and
Yeah.
My
be
big
absolutely
takeaway from
fine.
this yesterday is that we are all disposable. No
Yeah.
matter how great you are, no matter how much you're loved, it's always good to have that
Well, it's when you're
backup
losing.
I
He was losing consistently.
I mean, they was
but
a 4-game
his
skid
resume
or something.
is
they were
awesome.
Coming into,
It's solid.
Yeah, it really is.
Jared, the big
Have
word
a
on the
backup
street
plan.
was he lost the locker room. And if you lose the locker room, whether it's in this work
Like
world or
he was
in
wandering
sports-
around Ball Arena, he couldn't find the locker room.
No,
Yes,
he didn't
Jeremy.
have their support. He didn't
Oh,
have,
is that what it is?
Yes, they need to respect you as a coach. For you to go in there and tell them what to do as players, they have to respect you. And if they don't respect you, Josh is right. If you lose the locker room, that's not a good look for you as a head coach.
There was
so I know
one-
you were trying
No,
so
it's-
hard to
Like
have a
right
straight
now
face.
in my head, all I see is Coach Malone walking around Ball Arena, going, "Where the hell
Where's
did the
where's
locker
my
room?
locker
Where
Where is it?
I
Well,
have
do you know-
lost it yet again."
Do you know a sad story too? Is I saw an article with Woody Page where he was saying that Joker signed off on this, and he kind of had to, right? Like when we hear about how
I wouldn't say signed off.
influential-
He was
but
notified
for it.
before.
He was probably okay with it, or he didn't balk against it, because if he did, I think that we would have seen a bigger struggle as far as letting him go. But yeah,
No,
I think
ownership doesn't care about that.
I
What else you
think
got in
that-
trending?
Okay, we'll move on. We'll move on. But it's definitely got to wrap our minds around not having Malone.
And yes,
as a
everybody
head coach.
texting in. I know I forgot to say characters from Ninja Turtles. I understand that there are only 4 Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh gosh.
Jeremy's the one
Look
that
at
knows
That's
all
the
that
part
stuff.
of this
Yes.
job I won't miss.
Yeah. All righty.
Yes,
Hey,
I
if you-
get it. I grew up with Ninja
How
Turtles.
about
Thank you, though, everybody.
This, though, this is really neat. I think we can all get down with this new documentary about the first man to paraglide across Colorado. It is so neat. So Peter Thompson is his name. He's also known as Wingman, and that's also the name of the movie. But what he did is he took a paraglider and he took it from Durango all the way up into Wyoming. So he essentially paraglided across
Most
the
of Colorado,
majority
Jeremy.
of the state of
Most of it.
Colorado.
Most of it, not all of it.
He had
yeah.
tried to do it twice before, but weather threw a wrench in his plan. So in August, he was able to do it. They were able to follow him and document it as well. So again, this documentary about his entire journey is going to be on platforms like Amazon Instant, Apple TV, Google Play, and more. And looks like April 15th is when that'll become available.
Right
so
on.
yeah, I'm excited for
fun.
that.
Good for him.
That's
It's a
gonna
high
be-
flying adventure.
That sure is, Josh.
If he was a bicycle, I'll tell you, he could
I
have rode the
see.
entire state.
You. I'm Sorry. I just keep picturing Josh's grandma as a
I
bicycle.
know. Everybody hop on.
Oh, okay.
All right, what else you got?
Big Lots. They are reopening stores after coming this close to bankruptcy. So Variety Wholesalers acquired over 200 Big Lots stores as part of a deal last December. And then we heard about them all closing down and going bankrupt. But they are going to reopen 9 stores in 6 states tomorrow.
That's good.
This is really good news. I love Big Lots. And the company said the remaining locations will reopen in waves. The second chunk of stores, roughly 55 of them, are going to reopen on May 1st. And it looks like Colorado's in that second wave, if not the third wave. So fingers crossed. But my goodness, to have Big Lots back open.
They've got great holiday stuff. Like around the holidays, you wander in, there's some great decorations.
If you need a beanbag chair, that's where you
Oh,
go.
that's the place.
That's where you go.
I don't know if I've
That
ever
is
been
the
to a
place.
Big Lots.
Oh, you need to go,
There used to be one
Josh.
down by me. Yeah, we'd wander in for something from time to time.
They'd always have candy on sale. Like, I don't know why. But
Katie,
you go in
wow,
there.
Katie
they
knows.
do.
Big Lots?
I'm a dork,
I
and I
love
would
Big Lots.
pop in from time to time to look at their toy section because sometimes they had He-Man toys in there.
See? Yeah, it's a children's store, Josh. No, because
Because I'm a dork. I'm a dork. I'm a big dork.
But yeah, hopefully Colorado gets some more Big Lots back soon.
That's good. Get some jobs
Yay.
back. Right on with you, right on. All right, guys, there you go. There's your trending report with Jeremy, Katie, and Joshy Boy. Right now, it is time for a traffic update, which is brought to you by Lodge Casino. Go ahead, Aaron. Denver's best music, Mix 100 with Jeremy, Katy, and Josh in the morning. Stick around. Big Rob is going to have your next ATM PIN number coming up at noon, so be listening for that. And once you get it, make sure you text that back into the radio station. And you'll be in the running for the big Mix 100 Summer Ticket ATM, where we're going to send one lucky listener off to go see 5 gigantic concerts coming to town. So stick around, Rob will do that at noon, and then Nina will give you 2 more chances. Check that one at 4, and then Synergy at 7 will give you the final PIN number for the day. So all the information can be found at mix100.com. So there's a couple local stories popping this morning that we haven't covered yet that we should probably talk about. Which one do you guys want to start with, the dog or the train accident?
Let's end on a happy note.
Okay, so start with the train one. Give me the deets.
Yeah, so yesterday at the overpasses of C470 and I-25, so right in this Lone Tree area, I'm talking like probably less than a mile away from us, there was a car that went over the overpass at about 2 in the morning, landed on the light rail tracks right there, and unfortunately the person in that car did perish. They passed away, and they were found because the light rail... he ran into the car. So it was on its tracks and smashed into the car. And luckily for the light rail, there was no injuries. There was only the operator and 1 passenger on the light rail at the time. So
yeah, still light rail versus car. I mean, the light rail is going to win. But what do you have to be doing to end up on the train tracks?
It was at 2 a.m.
2
in the morning.
What are you doing? It's horrible.
A DUI thing or something like that. But someone lost their life yesterday, so that's very, very sad to think about. And that's so close to home for us. I mean, that is...
Well, and it had it shut down for a while, too.
Oh, they did a whole investigation.
Yeah. So it was shut down for a good portion of the day. But, yeah, be careful out there.
Well, you're right. That is a horrible story. Never mind. What's with the dogs?
Yes. Okay, let's talk about this. This story
I didn't know somebody died.
This story is actually a lot better because there was a car accident out by the Eisenhower Tunnel, but it ended okay. Nobody was hurt in the car accident. But Bob is a 3-year-old Colorado veteran service dog, was lost during this accident. So it happened, again, right outside of the tunnel there, and Bob, the dog, jumped out of the car and ran away.
Bob,
ran away.
Bob.
It's actually pretty sad. I mean, when something like that happens and you don't know where your dog went, like automatically it puts you in a tailspin.
Well, I would think you wouldn't be in a good mood. Thank God Bob's finally gone. That dog never shuts up, and he's always eating the snacks in the car. Get out of here, Bob.
Bob's owner, Will, rather.
Bob's owner, Bill?
Will
and Bob?
Will. Well, that's William, which is Bill. So
there you go. But he immediately called the Summit Lost Pet Rescue, and that's what this story's really about, because when they have accidents up there in the mountains, this happens quite often where the animals involved in the accidents, they get scared and they run off. And after everything is said and done, then they can't find the dog. So Summit Lost Pet Rescue, this is their job to go out there and find these lost animals. So, yeah, and that's kind of it. So the next day they found Bob and he was up on a hill and they had
just chilling.
They had to call him, they had to call him and actually take some of Will's clothes and throw them up in the air so he'd get a scent of it. And once he caught the scent of Will's clothes, Bob came down the mountain and was reunited with Will. And it was a nice scene right there with them reunited.
I can see like a slow motion, very Disney. Bob comes running down.
Yes.
And all of his woodland friends that he made, like the raccoons and the deers and the birds.
Exactly. Imagine the story that Bob has to tell there. So
Bob went on an adventure.
And again, this is something that the Summit Lost Pet Rescue crew deal with all the time. So they're just very, very thankful that people know to call them. And again, if you're in a wreck up there in the mountains and your animal's lost,
that's beautiful.
Summit Lost Pet Rescue is the name.
I'm on Bob's side though. He just wanted to go on an adventure.
Yes, and
go see a whole new world.
He
right?
climbed the mountain.
Take that magic
Bob,
right back.
Fantastic point of view.
I'm finally free.
Or where to go.
That's right.
Or say we're only dreaming.
No, Bob's on an adventure. He's going on an adventure.
A dazzling place I never knew.
Hi, I'm a moose. What's your name?
See?
I'm Bob.
Whole new world. You know, Josh.
Up by Eisenhower Tunnel.
We got
all right, we're
everybody
done here.
talking at once.
We're done here. We're out of here. Denver's best music. It is Mix 100 with the most fun, most entertaining, and super great morning show. Jeremy, Katy, Josh. We're done. We're tired. We need to go get Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yes.
I'm so hungry right now.
Yeah.
I've
worked up an appetite for
It is
sure.
our lunchtime, you guys.
It's our dinner time.
It's 9:30. It's time for lunch. We're going to get out of here, go get snacks, and get some stuff done. Go plan tomorrow's show. I know it's going to be a show wants to know day, so we'll go sift through all the messages that have come in on our social and pick a great topic for tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Let's see. Stick around. Big Rob is coming up after us at 11:30. He starts his 90 minutes of commercial-free music, which is awesome if you're there at work, so make sure you turn Mix 100 on there. And then at noon, he is going to give you another ATM pin code for the Mix 100 Summer Ticket ATM, where one lucky listener here in a couple weeks is going to walk away with tickets to 5 major concerts this summer. So stick around. He'll be doing that at noon. Nina will have another chance at 4, and Synergy at 7. More information, all the details, mix100.com. Did you guys have a good show today?
Oh,
Did you have a good
yeah.
time?
Man, this was fun.
It's a lot of laughs. Katy was very happy that I played the Aladdin song.
I
so
know. I wasn't
you're welcome.
expecting it, and that's one of my favorite Disney movies.
It's a
Especially
banger.
that part, A Whole New World is
It's
like,
a banger.
I'm a sucker for a ballad.
It's pretty magical.
Love it.
Pretty magical. If you're good, maybe I'll do more Disney music tomorrow.
Okay.
We'll see if you're good. If you're good. All right, I've got a final story before we get the heck out of here. Josh, were you recently in Clearwater, Florida?
Not that I know of.
I could have swore this was you. A man was arrested outside an Applebee's in Clearwater, Florida. He was wearing a pink wig, fake breasts, and a pink thong.
This could have been me.
I could have swore you said
That's
you
what
were
you
going
wore
to Florida.
yesterday.
Well, you fit the description. Is that what the word is?
Causing a disturbance while highly intoxicated outside that Applebee's.
Well, who hasn't?
Believe it or not, he was taken to jail, later released after pleading guilty, and he had some fines worth $570.
Is his mugshot released yet?
Oh, yeah, we need to see it.
I should have looked it
love to see
up.
Oh.
Anyway, I think I
love
just
to see
found
that.
this year's Halloween costume, though. Pink wig, fake
You gotta
breasts,
watch
and
out.
a pink thong.
Those Brutuses from Applebee's, they'll get you.
Oh,
yeah.
Sneak up.
Dollar Long Island,
Get
Katy.
you. Oh, my gosh.
That's right. Those Applebee's margaritas. Watch
Dang.
out now. So I get it. I'm kind of on his side.
All
I
been
get it.
Yeah.
That's it, y'all. We are out of here. Thanks for having some fun with us this morning. We are Jeremy, Katy, Josh, Denver's Mix 100.
See ya.